Did you see him play golf?
Why would I ever watch Donald Trump play golf?
I don't know. He just went on YouTube and played golf.
No, but
Pretty
I
cool.
saw that people were mad that he was playing golf like after the stuff that happened.
No, it was before.
No, I thought he's golfed after.
No, it was filmed before.
So it was just propaganda.
Yeah, there was a
That I saw.
disclaimer in the bottom of the video. It was like, this was filmed before.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, no,
But it was in between the debate and the rally.
I haven't seen it, but I heard like he was golfing after. It's like
He was like, you think Biden can do that?
I don't know.
He hit a shot.
I don't care. You know, like he's probably gonna golf more. Probably do some more golfing here and there. Just like you know, people are just gonna golf. Golfers golf, Devin.
Chinese people are Chinese.
Yeah, I mean they are. Ladies and gentlemen,
Math.
welcome to a brand new episode of Honor. We are here. You got me, you got Devin, and today we got some things to talk about. Now, one of the top things, and it kind of happened back to back. So two people in particular. One happened earlier today, and then one happened probably an hour or two ago. Tua and Jordan Love.
Fuck. Yeah.
So
they're both, in my opinion, a year too early.
So can you pull up Tua's contract for me, and then we'll get to Jordan Love?
Tua was 4 years, 212.
Which he's the fourth highest.
Jordan Love got paid more?
Oh, he's the highest in NFL history.
Jordan Love is the highest paid player in NFL
Jordan Love is the highest paid player in NFL history, Devin. And look, I'm kind of having
$75 million signing bonus?
I'm having trouble wrapping my head around it because we keep having these conversations about, is Jordan Love nice? I don't know. They're kind of gassing him up like he's a top 5 quarterback all of a sudden. And, Green Bay, watch out for them. So they pull the trigger and pay him the highest contract in NFL history.
Do you think this is the NFL telling us that the Packers are going to be in the Super Bowl this year?
No, I don't think it's that. I think, okay, obviously a Jordan Love signing or extension was going to happen. We were going to talk about earlier this week. I saw that, Jordan Love came out. It came out that Jordan Love was going to sit out practices, games, and everything until the deal was done.
Yeah, and it was weird. It was like, well, not just his career in general, because he was drafted in 2020, and then played one full season because Aaron was there, and I don't know. It's a weird way to, you have to give him a contract. You have to extend him. But he hasn't truly shown that he's worth being the highest paid player in NFL history. But also, we've talked about it before with all the other contracts. Like Trevor Lawrence shouldn't have been the highest paid player. Doesn't really show who's the best. It's just how the money works out. I still don't know how the money works out with cap nowadays, but apparently it does.
Yeah, but do you know what this does? Do you know, obviously, it's a rhetorical question, but do you know, what the next guy is going to expect and what.
No, exactly. This is what happened with receivers.
Okay.
And especially running back.
I'm going to call this now. He goes on the same pace he's on. What are they going to pay C.J. Stroud?
Exactly.
What are they going to pay him?
Yeah.
What are they going to pay somebody like C.J. Stroud?
5 years, fucking $300 million.
I just
we're gonna hit the 60s.
When you see some deal like Mahomes, it's crazy, but I get it because of what he's already done. And then he wins another Super Bowl.
But also, that deal is fucking nothing compared to what today's deals are.
Oh, it's not?
It was $500 million for 10 years?
And that's because of how quickly these quarterbacks are getting paid.
Also some of this is inflation based.
Sure, but My
But
whole
no, now Jordan Love's feels super quick, just because of the way his career's worked out. CJ Stroud won't get paid unless he has a really good season next year. Maybe they'll extend him then.
but when you have no other option, so Green Bay has to lock in with Jordan Love,
Yeah,
right?
and I think this shows more that they want Jordan Love to be their quarterback for a while rather than because again the money I don't know what it means. I don't get it. I don't understand how cap and all that shit works and inflation and whatever the fuck. But this just shows to me that they think after one full season that Jordan Love is their guy for a while.
I understand the trigger being pulled this early, and if you really step back and look at it,
Uh,
yes, he had one season, but he was thrown into the fire with a bunch of young guys,
and a team that everyone thought was pretty shit.
won games, made the playoffs, won a playoff game. Um,
Did they win a playoff game?
yeah, I don't know if I don't know if highest paid in NFL history is what he earned, but like at this point, and I feel like I said this maybe a couple episodes ago, it's like, all right, like if Jordan Love is this guy, like he better be this fucking guy next year. He
Yeah,
better. I
but I
mean,
think that I mean literally every single quarterback deal in the past 2 or 3 years has been maybe 5 years. This is the next highest paid. Like this is the highest
yeah,
paid
but you
quarterback in
gotta
the
look.
league,
You gotta think
except for
about it
Kirk
though.
Cousins, Daniel Jones, and it's like I get that comes with that title, but it's like he doesn't deserve that title. But it's just how the money works.
He doesn't deserve that title, and but because he. Do you really think Green Bay couldn't offer anything less?
No, I definitely think they could have. I think that Jacksonville could have. I think that
See,
with the
but
way that they talk about Tua, I think they could have signed him to 2 years instead of four, rather than giving him 212 over 4 years.
that's what I mean. I understand. For some weird reason I understand the signing for Jordan more than Tua.
Yeah, because Jordan has not only shown what he's shown, but has less to kind of muddle up his record like a Tua. Like Tua has some of the best players in the league and still hasn't done shit. Still hasn't won a playoff game. Um, you look at Brock Purdy. It's like, can we discern? Is it the team or is it the quarterback who is making the most out of this?
But it just seems like there's been conversations about Tua, even up till now. Like, is he really a
There's
guy?
been
The guy?
conversation within the organization about that for a long time.
But then it just seems like it's a fucking curveball when it's like, oh, he's the third highest paid quarterback in the NFL now. Now it dropped to four, but at the time it was third. It was who was in front of him? It was Trevor Lawrence and
Burrow.
okay, so Burrow. See, but it's like, look at it. You got one guy who went 10-7, won a playoff game, and they're like, all right, you need this much money. Joe Burrow, hate him as much as you want. At least the man made a damn Super Bowl already.
Sure.
Like at least he has done things that Jordan Love can't say he has yet, and has just had more years under his belt, has had more experience under his belt. I'm not saying it, I don't know. I just don't. Maybe it was a little early, but if he's threatening to sit out, then I guess you have to pay him because what I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah,
What else is Green Bay gonna do?
but I mean, Green Bay can sit down and say, we're not making you the highest paid player in the league. It's not going to happen.
But if they
And
say
he
that,
probably would have said, okay. I mean, they should.
but if they say that and he goes, well, then I'm going to sit out. Can Green Bay
But
really?
there will come a point where it's going to be like with running backs, where it's like, hey, I'm going to sit out. And they're like, okay, cool. You listen to us. We pay you whatever. And then, yeah, we'll figure it out after that. But in this league,
It's different with QBs though.
it's so different with QBs. And,
If he was in week,
but
go ahead.
there'll be a point where I mean, you kind of have to prove yourself a little bit more than one season. Like I again, Jordan Love has been in the league for 3 years, 4 years, but
I don't know. I saw that there's talks about having a salary cap just for quarterbacks. I think if anything, this is just going to get worse and worse.
well, the salary cap for quarterbacks doesn't really make any sense because it's like, what are you gonna like not be able to play with the best? I don't get that.
I mean,
Like I get capping how much they get paid, but for the like
I
if you
think it would
want to
make
pay a quarterback more, like pay him more.
I think that would make things worse if they.
But it's like the quarterbacks in the NFL will be in the NFL regardless. It's like yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Like they're
no,
not going to be like yeah, I'm done because they didn't pay me enough.
it kind of seems like that's exactly what they.
It's like it's the team's decision to determine how much they're going to waste.
I don't know. I feel like it's very optimistic to think that in the future is going to be a prove it type of situation for quarterbacks because I think it's just going to be a continuous cycle of the next, like you said, the next guy being the highest paid, this guy's being the next highest paid.
Yeah,
And there's guys that, like, if we're talking just on a 1 year prove it type of situation, CJ CJ Stroud should already be writing up that highest paid quarterback,
of
highest paid
course.
in NFL history. And
Um,
is he the best quarterback in the NFL? No. Is he the best player in NFL history? No. But if this is how the quarterback game's gonna work, okay.
is
Well then,
Jordan Love anywhere near the best quarterback? It's not even
oh, Jordan Love,
not close at
absolutely
all.
not.
But at the same, like I wish that they would just tell us that they signed their quarterback to 4 years and not even talk about money because honestly now it just shows like with these teams it's like we're gonna put everything into this guy and we've got him for 4 years. Instead it turns into this like what we're doing now, this talk about like, oh, does he deserve the money? And it's like, I don't know, they fucking paid him it. Like they fucked up. They could have
Yeah,
fucked up by paying him that much money. It's like I don't $220 million doesn't mean anything to
I,
me.
I,
Like
I,
in terms of
I, I think
how good he is.
I think like how this isn't a Patrick Mahomes deal where because it was so long and like it was 10-year deal and how he's already reconstructing it like already and how just it's a way different contract. You look at a contract like this, it's like this may affect the roster, years down the line in terms of being able to afford other players, you
Yeah,
know, because this isn't the only market position that markets salary market that's going up. I mean, what we're gonna wait and see what CD gets paid, and then the next receiver up,
yeah.
and then the next receiver up. Ooh, hello. The next receiver up. I mean, it's just gonna be it's the same
Apparently,
shit with running back sitting out. Shit, at this point, you can be a defensive lineman, and
oh, dude, they make bank.
yeah.
Um,
So it's just
but
it's a every position. I think every position is gonna get worse.
except for tight ends and running backs.
Yeah, and then two, but like Tua, I feel like Miami. That's even easier. Like if I'm Miami, I'm like, look, like we have ended every season with everybody going. Is Tua like? Are they? Is he
Yeah,
really
it's
like?
it's crazy to me that like in Dallas for a while they were like, yeah, we don't want to give him the contract and we're gonna franchise tag him, and I feel like we don't see that with quarterbacks much. It's like, give me at least from Tua. It's like, give me a year. Like I want to see a playoff win. Otherwise, we're gonna go draft the quarterback. Like because we're spending so much on the rest of our team to be good,
Mm,
and we can't tell if you're making this team any better.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like when you
And
have
then they're gonna pay him however much a year. It's like,
when you have the weapons you have,
yeah,
and you can't tell whether or not you're like okay, you when you look at the Mahomes and Tyreek Hill connection, you knew it was two people elevating each other's game.
yes,
Like
exactly.
when you look at Tua and Tyreek's connection, it's like, is this Tyreek just doing the
This
best he
guy's
can with what Tua's
carrying.
given him?
And I mean, we talk all this shit about Brock Purdy and how good his team is, but already he's with a good team has shown way more than Tua has ever shown with a good team. Well, relatively good team. The defense is nowhere near as good, but still, it's
I,
very odd that they would pay him this amount of money.
the
And
QB,
I feel bad for the Dolphins.
I don't. They dug
I don't feel
themselves a
bad, but it's like this is probably not going to end well for you guys. Also, Tua just dropped what 20, 30 pounds recently, and
yeah,
I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense because he's not
yeah,
very mobile, and he put on weight to protect his fucking head.
which doesn't really
He
make
still
sense.
runs the risk of dying on a football field.
Yeah, it's just another
I
thing.
guess
It's like
everyone does, but his is upped.
when you're like injury prone or not injury prone, concussion prone is a little different.
Sure.
It's like obviously you got like thousands of guys who can get their bells rung and
Yeah.
they're good, and then you got some of these guys just you might be
When
able.
you're Anthony Richardson and Tua like whiplash prone,
Well, Anthony Richardson's entire body
no, I
is
know,
is
but I
prone.
mean, last year the first two games he walked out with concussions because he didn't know how to fucking fall, and then tore his shoulder up. But
Um, but yeah, no concussions. Yeah, putting that much money into a guy that, I mean, he might slide wrong and
yeah,
bump his head, and next thing you
yeah,
know, it's like it's like that. Not
exactly,
to
yeah.
make fun of it, but it's like that
No,
shit.
that could happen. Yeah,
That's the fourth highest paid quarterback. It's the fourth. I mean, that's I don't know. It's the QB market is insane, especially after the Jordan Love being the highest paid
I
quarterback
mean,
in NFL
Daniel,
history.
dude, this could end up like
Like
Daniel Jones. This could be exactly like Daniel Jones. 2 years ago or whatever, when Daniel Jones
I'm hearing you out.
went
I'm hearing you out.
played had a decent season because Saquon went absolutely nuts that year.
Mm-hmm.
They won 10 or so games, got into the playoffs, beat the Vikings in the playoffs, um, and then they go out. They refuse to pay Saquon, and they go out and they give Daniel Jones $40 million fucking dollars, and then the next year they come out and shit their dick. Saquon gets hurt. The team fucking blows chunks, and they're like, "What happened? You gave the wrong guy money."
Yeah, I do think Green Bay is in a better situation
No, they are, but
just because I think Jordan Love is better, and I feel like this goes. It's not under the radar, but like I don't know how well this is gonna like. This could go really really good. This
yeah,
could go, or this could go unnoticed. But Josh Jacobs being in Green Bay now, it's like
no, yeah, that's
that. I don't know, bro.
that's a phenomenal get. Um, I mean, it's an upgrade from Aaron and
Well, they're going
whoever.
from that Aaron and AJ bullshit
Yeah,
to like no, like we got a top,
we got
a in the
we got a
conversation
guy.
top five guy. Like it's
Yeah,
like
this isn't a
we got a
Jag. This
guy
is
now.
the guy.
But yeah, so the quarterback market, it is insane. But
Not a fan.
next thing we got, what do we got? Something that I think we meant to talk about maybe an episode, 2 episodes ago, but Skip Bayless
Mm.
leaving FS1.
Yeah.
Undisputed, ending just what a year after Shannon Sharp left.
Hmm. I
Um,
think he said that one of the first headlines was like, yeah, ESPN wants nothing to do with him. And it's like, agreed. Also, ESPN is a cesspool for terrible people, so
what ESPN doesn't want anything to do with too.
skip. They don't even
Um,
want to
okay, well,
take
I mean
on
that was kind of the
Skip.
question I was gonna ask, which is like, what does Skip do? Like, does
Retire, go
um,
yell at his wall, start a podcast.
well, see, here's the thing. Skip has one of those. He has a solo, just talking to the camera, ranting type of show.
Oh, he does?
If we were to have any type of
When
setting,
to
it'd be
know?
like it I don't know. In reality, if you step back and look at how Skip Bayless works, he can't really sit in a Colin Coward format
No. I mean,
and
he would
talk
look like
enough.
an insane person.
Well, I mean, undisputed, like the topics were very catered to or Skip.
Yes.
Yeah, to Skip. I
Skip
mean,
and Shannon, it was just kind of talking about what they wanted to talk
yeah,
about. And
LeBron, the Cowboys.
I imagine that they had other segments to talk about, and then they would just get into this crazy spin of like, yeah, rah,
Oh well, no,
rah,
yeah, it'd be 20-minute rants about whatever was going on with LeBron, or whatever
and
was going
Dak
on with
Prescott.
Dallas,
Yeah.
or because and then maybe Patrick Mahomes was Shannon's guy, so they'd have a conversation about that, and then it'd be like 5 minutes on like week 7 of the NFL season, like the prime of the NFL football season, and they're barely talking about it.
Yeah.
They're just arguing about who the GOAT is, and Shannon just can't. Now, and here's the thing: their personalities made the show, but when you look at it as a like, just Shannon obviously has his own thing. He's successful with what he's got going on. But also, when you look at it, it's like there were times where he was coming onto the show celebrating like some random December regular season win for the Lakers.
Yeah.
He's like,
I mean,
Skip, we got the Hennessy out, we got the Miles out, we got the like. It's like just the most
I, I
irrelevant
think
shit.
I think that Undisputed and a lot of these shows are severe miscalculations of how sports media should be.
Yeah,
It's like this is what we're given. We're given these people who rant and make it about personal things and about this and about that, and people who call themselves experts and whatever the fuck. And it's like it's at the end of the day, it's just too jacket. Like we don't like there should not we don't need to make room for Skip Bayless
but we're
in the
also
sports world. He adds nothing to the sports world.
he
To me, it doesn't like I don't know. He's always just ranted about his own shit, and I
but
don't know. I just like
if
I
people
don't like Stephen A. I think it's just all they do is they just regurgitate garbage and headlines and shit,
well,
and
at
they
least they
make
talk
up their
about
own.
more on like First Take. They talk about a little bit more on First Take. I mean,
No,
they
no,
cover
they
more.
definitely talk about more on First Take, but it's like so often that Stephen A. is talking about like just things that will get views, and that's a lot of what ESPN does is just like saying the shit that is controversial and then rolling with whatever that is. And Coward does the same thing. I hate Colin
Yeah,
Coward
but
with a seething passion.
Coward talks about more shit. Stephen A talks about more shit. Skip doesn't talk about enough shit.
That's true.
Skip needs to have a kind of more of a, if he's going to make content in any way, it needs to, he needs to have a co-host, because his shit is boring. Like I've watched some of his shit where he's just talking.
Yeah, but it's also like I don't know who would want to co-host.
Bro, there's plenty of people like they. Okay, you think there was a time where we would have never
No,
believed.
anyone like with importance, not fucking Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah, but that a co-host is a co-host.
Agreed.
People will tune in if it's Skip Bayless and ex NBA, ex NFL, whoever it is, they're gonna watch.
Yeah,
They'd watch. They'd be interested. Um, but it's just you got to find somebody that would be willing to talk about the specific shit Skip talks about, or Skip, if he's gonna make some type of content, talk about more shit. If he's gonna have
yeah.
his
I
own
mean,
show where he can just pop up and talk about whatever week by week, talk about every game that's going on, talk about all
well, and
football teams, not
like
just the
what I'm
Cowboys.
what I meant by it, it's like there's no more like, and I don't watch the Pat McAfee show or anything, but it's like his show is more of like reporting news. It's
Bro,
like
it's
they talk.
entertainment.
No, well, it's entertainment, but it's like they report news, and then Skip and Undisputed. It's like we have topics to debate each other on who's what and this and that. It's
Mhm.
like just tell me what the fuck's happening. I'm not going to sit down for an hour just to hear your fucking opinion. Tell me what the fuck's happening in the sports world. You're not entertaining. You're fucking annoying. You're a freak. I just pulled up his Instagram by accident. It's just him
Yeah,
holding dogs,
and flexing.
looking like a creepwad. He looks like the Green Goblin. He's a freak.
See, but bro, but that's it's all. I feel like all Skip does is part of a character. Like he does this thing where
I know, but it's a
he's
dog shit character.
bro, but
And now
people
he's calling himself the
enjoy
most
it.
hated man in sports and all this shit. It's like, fuck off.
People enjoy it, and I think the worst thing he did was the personal shit he said about Shannon.
Well, it was just fucking stupid. It's like, Tom Brady's way better than you. It's like, what are you talking about?
But at the same time, I'm not even saying I'd be somebody that would be watching a solo Skip, based show after he leaves FS1. But I feel like there is if he has the right team around him. I mean, he can obviously flourish in his own avenue with content.
I think he should just work for the Dallas Cowboys at this point. Be
Nah,
their be their lead fucking radio guy and
sit
fuck off.
sit and yap with Sherm, yap with Keyshawn, talk to whoever you want to talk to.
But no one watched that shit.
People
Also,
did.
fuck Richard Sherman.
You say no one watched it, and not as many people watched it when Shannon left, but people watched it.
Sure.
Like I don't know.
Also,
Go
I
ahead.
don't know. Sometimes just those channels are just always on.
Yeah, but no, I mean, but we're talking like, but this is also it's 2024, bro. Like people gotta be on YouTube, people gotta be on
That's true.
TikTok, people gotta be on shit. People can't just be on Fox Sports. Like you gotta, and that's what I mean by like like his team. Like if he had a good team with a good to make a good brand and a good page and a good YouTube page, and it's not just him in like a weirdly blue room and he's just
It's gonna be him in an
talking to a
odd room.
camera. It's just
I
weird.
mean, like Colin Coward fucking sucks. I don't even want to get into him, but
At least he talks about shit.
I know, but it's just fucking dumb.
At least he has lists and he has this, he has that. Like Skip don't got a list. Here's my top this, here's my that, here's my that. Like he don't do that. If he could at least do something like that. Here's my top 10 quarterbacks right now. And it's not
Yeah,
some joke about how oh fucking like I at this point I don't even know how
but
he feels about anybody, but
like it seems crazy to me that every single topic that they talk about is a debate, is an argument. Like I don't know if you've ever watched, like I used to watch just ESPN growing up. It would just be on TV. It would be like PTI. Pardon the interruption, with Michael Wilbon and that old dude
okay.
Kornhauser.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like we got a rundown of fucking things. We talk on it for a minute. There's a timer. We might agree, we might not, and then we move on. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. Like that's sports.
Well, I
It's
mean,
not.
I feel like
Bronny
a lot of
James is a fucking piece of shit, and then they just talk for hours and they yell at each other about how much they hate Bronny James or how much they love him.
a lot of shows obviously are about debating, and that's what people want to see, and that's what gets
Sure,
the
but it
viewers.
doesn't have to be that guy from FS1, Nick, whatever the fuck,
I know
with
you're
the
talking
long
about
hair. That guy fucking sucks. Doesn't have
Nick
to be
Rose.
Skip Bayless. It doesn't have to be Colin.
But that's what the show is. That's what the show is. People
Hmm.
got to have hot takes. People got to feel like this. People got to feel like that. I mean, it's the same thing with this. Like, we got our hot takes. We got our things we might disagree with. That's not what the
I
entire.
know, but we're not sitting here scheming like, oh, what would get the most views? Hating Bronny or loving Bronny or we're just talking.
No, that is one thing.
They have agendas that they're pushing,
It's like, okay, so you're
and
gonna
you can feel it.
like we don't get on here and go like, okay, so I'm gonna support Bronny, and you're gonna like
I say that, you say this. It's like,
you're
no,
in Devin. I need you to push back when I say Bronny like might be like kind of
no,
successful in like
yeah,
a
no. It
different
just
like
happes.
yeah. It's just
And
it is
if
what it
there's
is.
something to debate about, it will be debated because that's how most conversations in the world work. Like they'll sit and debate about shit that no one cares about, like the fucking Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys give a shit, no one else does.
But you can only debate about Dallas for so long. Like how
And then
much
you're like, hey, this is all Jerry's fault, and then you just fuck off and you move on.
you can just week by week go over it. But Skip oddly does this weird thing where it's like he takes his cowboy fandom to real life his job, and he's like, we're winning the Super Bowl, and that's what we're gonna do, and it's like that's just his like
Yeah,
his
that's his thing.
attitude towards talking about the current NFL season.
He's also a freak of a human being, and yeah, I just don't enjoy him. But I guess some people do.
Also, I mean, yeah, Shannon left, Tom Brady
It's like Chris
retired.
Russo.
I know the name. Why do I not?
He recently was on ESPN for a lot. Like the guy who made the top 5 centers list.
Yes,
Super annoying old guy.
Mad Dog. Mad Dog.
Mad Dog, yes.
He
He had a baseball show.
sucks.
Still has a baseball show for a
But
long
at
time.
least
The most annoying, worst fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
But Skip could at least be like, my top five. How about the 1972 Boston Celtic? Like he could at least be like annoying like that. But he's not even annoying like that. He's just like, like I love the Cowboys.
I love the Cowboys. Shannon, you don't know what you're talking
Fuck
about. I
LeBron.
played pro tennis. I run every day.
Kawhi Leonard's really
Keyshawn,
good.
Kawhi Leonard, he's actually hurt when he says he's hurt. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't know. But Skip
Chris
Bayless,
Russo does blow chunks. He's the absolute worst.
but I don't think Skip should retire. I think he enjoys no matter what.
No, I'm not saying like for his. Like it's just like I don't know where you're needed. Go create something new. Like
he doesn't need to go on ESPN though. Like we just talked about, he can just go on YouTube.
No, great.
Have somebody run his cameras and mics and lighting and everything, and do your thing.
But I don't know. Yeah, maybe like what did Skip do before Undisputed?
He was on ESPN on First Take.
Oh yes, he was on First Take.
I mean,
now before that,
pretty much,
like he's been doing these debate shows for what?
Pretty much started First.
They started it.
Him
and Stephen A. Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know why I said before that.
He was First Take.
Yes. No. Agreed.
So this is his life.
What was him and? I know Max Kellerman was thrown in there for a little bit.
At some point, but I'm saying that. But this has always been Skip.
Sure, but it's like I don't know. To me, it feels like the landscape for these shows are like they're not as popular as they used to be, in my opinion.
I think Skip could just and honestly, at this point, he could be by himself and just ramble just about more shit than just the three things he talks about. And that could be.
I mean, I'm not watching regardless.
But I'm just telling you that I know there are people that will and want to. So that's what he should do if sent for those people.
Yeah.
And if it's good enough, shit, I'll tune in. Maybe he has a hot take here and there that we get to talk about, and he stirs some shit up. But who knows? Let's talk about another guy that just talks. Nah, actually don't think about. I don't think about this guy like that. But he does have a podcast. Paul George.
Yes. Oh, you're saying Paul George just speaks?
Yeah, he does more than just talk, but he does also talk on his podcast, and I guess he has the Clippers fans. I guess he's got them a little angry.
Why? Because he said he was on the B team.
Yeah. He said that being on the Clippers felt like being on the B team.
Like the LA B team, or
like the little bro.
Yeah, well, then they were the C team. If Lakers weren't the A team, that's for sure.
No, if we're talking LA, it's Lakers and Clippers.
No, in terms of popularity, I mean, play-wise, I mean, I think they both kind of shit their pants last year, but
who's the team in California that you're saying goes over both of them?
None of them.
So who's number one? What are you saying?
No, are we talking Cali or are we talking LA?
Well, he's saying LA. He's saying they were the B team in LA.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that the top in LA is B. Then there's a C.
Okay. See, your joke went over my head.
I'm being honest. Like, I don't know.
But that's what Paul George said.
The Clippers have been the B team.
Yeah, well,
forever.
The point of this is I want to talk about cities that the Clippers can move to. I don't even care about what Paul George said. I
Well,
want
the
to.
Clippers are never going to move. They just
No,
didn't
no,
just make
no,
it.
no, no, no. They'll never move. But it's always fun to fucking talk about new
Sure.
teams.
Yeah.
That's what I want to talk about. Fuck what Paul George said. Yeah.
I mean, who are the people with the longest toenails? What state has the longest toenails?
Oh, because the Clippers. Well, the Clippers a boat, but I guess you could play on that.
It doesn't make any sense with
Okay,
the
but no,
fact
I
that
do.
it's a fucking boat.
I have some places. I have some places for you. Um, Now, I mean, I feel like one place that kind of been
One place
talked
is very
about.
obvious.
What's yours?
Seattle.
Okay, I literally wrote down Seattle, comma obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Seattle, comma
Like,
obviously.
like
Um,
that's been obvious since they moved.
but this would be like they would need to go to Seattle and like be the Supersonics.
Yeah, no,
I don't
they
want to
would
see
not be
the
the Clippers.
Seattle Clippers.
No one wants to see the Seattle
I'm
Clippers.
thinking,
If the Supersonics come back, now what would be a damn shame is if they fuck up those unis and they
yeah,
try to make some like weird colored modern bullshit. It's like they'll keep the fucking unis the way they are.
but I'm thinking in terms of like if it was the Clipper, like how like the Raiders went to Vegas, Vegas. The
Oh,
Las Vegas Clippers. First of all, we don't need an NBA team in Vegas. I'm gonna just say that
we don't
right
need an
now.
NFL team there. You
No,
know
no,
how
no,
much
no.
trouble that's caused already?
We don't need shit going on in Vegas.
You know how much
Um,
trouble that causes?
a
There's gonna
lot.
be a baseball team there in a fucking 2 years or whatever.
But I mean, the Las Vegas Clippers. Do not be
James Harden would
surprised.
be a Las Vegas Clipper
Oh,
immediately.
well, yeah. I'm gonna say, yeah. He's already a Los Angeles Clipper, and he's like, should we get to go to Vegas? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
no, he
yeah.
would be ecstatic.
He's absolutely locked in. But Vegas, no, yeah, Vegas is definitely it's something you could talk about.
Vegas would be cool.
You said you said Jacksonville needs a basketball team.
Yeah, I was about to say another Florida team would be cool.
I, yeah, but it's just too much.
Really?
You already got Orlando and Miami. Do you
I
really need?
forgot, dude. I think when I said that, I think I forgot about Orlando.
Do you really need a Jacksonville? I mean, they barely
No.
care about their football teams. If now, honestly, you could go with like any city that has a rowdy football team that doesn't have a basketball team. Like, okay, like get the ones out of
Is
the way. Like,
UCF Jacksonville?
it's Central Florida. It's fucking. I'm
Whatever.
drawing a blank on where UCF is. It's on the other side.
Okay.
Because like USF is like Tampa, UCF is
Oh, okay.
Orlando.
Is it Orlando? I thought it
Where is
was.
UCF at? I'm not totally sure where UCF is, but
UCF
why I'm
is.
drawing a blank on that.
Dude.
But like
Yeah, outside Orlando.
any city though, like if like obviously there doesn't need to be another New York team, but like Buffalo has a crazy fan base. So if you gave them any
Yeah.
sport, any team, they'd probably turn up for that. You don't need another team in New York, but like when you look at like the translation from like New England fans to Boston Celtics, Eagles fans, 76ers fans, like you maybe find an NFL team that has a fan base that rides with them.
Pittsburgh?
A team in PA, there always seems like fucking teams want to go to PA. Maryland will never invest in another NBA team.
The last thing we need is the Baltimore Bullets.
Baltimore Bullets, man. Baltimore Bullets, which would be really like insensitive. I feel like if that's the team they made.
Well, that's why they changed the name.
Yeah, obviously, but
and took it away from Baltimore.
and they kind of
Like, yeah, you guys are good.
Does Maryland even rep DC like the Wizards? I mean, I feel like a couple.
I mean,
do.
we're a state that like is truly built on like we don't ride for basketball teams.
But like I also think like if anything like it's people specifically from the DMV area that fuck with the Wizards hard, you know.
Well, more Virginia and Washington than Maryland at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just Maryland. It just seems like they don't care enough about basketball, and the way now, obviously they got fan bases.
But there's so many like. Everyone I've ever like, there's some people who are Wizards fans, and because the Wizards suck, it's not easy to root for him, but just the NBA in general, like for a long time, at least a lot of hype was player based. I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a Westbrook fan. I'm
Mm,
a KD fan. I
yeah.
think the NBA is starting to turn a little bit where stars are staying with teams and things like that, and it's kind of this weird building of stardom within teams. You got Tatum, you got Luca, you got some
Yeah,
other
but
guys. It's all kind of together.
I mean, I
You
don't.
got Giannis, you got Embiid, you got
That's the
Jokic. I
thing.
mean, you got a lot of guys who are ride or die right now.
You're naming a lot of guys, and if any of them switch teams, a lot of people are switching teams.
No, I know, but it's like it hasn't started yet in the new era.
But Denver's had a fan base. The Nuggets have had a fan base. So
Sure,
yeah, when you got a guy like Jokic on that team, they're gonna ride
but
with
no,
him.
I'm just saying in general, like there's a lot of teams now that are more like they're big because of the team and not necessarily the player. Like
Uh,
it's not like the Celtics got Kevin Durant and then people are like, yeah, I'm now Celtics fans.
well, see, I mean, but I don't know. I feel like it's at the drop of a hat. Any of those players with those type of fan bases, if he picks up and leaves,
They could.
there goes the fan base.
No, they
Um,
definitely could.
New Mexico Clippers.
The Santa Fe Clippies.
I feel like there was a time, maybe like 5 years ago, six, five, like between like 5 years ago and then like the last 5 years before that. Those like 5 years, that felt like a window where like the NBA like could have. It seemed like they might have like wanted another Canadian team.
Yeah,
Like because like you see the fucking hype Toronto is getting. And still, I mean, even now, like they're not good, but the hype they get for just watch it, just wait. Like
I
they
feel like there
ride.
could be a Vancouver team, but if you had a Vancouver team, you would just have a Seattle team.
Yeah, but I feel like they missed that opportunity to add another team to Canada or move a team to Canada because it's just not as high. Like I feel like look at like when Toronto won in 2019, how they could have capitalized on getting even more just Canadians into basketball or
Yeah,
even back into basketball is adding
yeah,
another team, another stadium they can go to and watch NBA basketball being played.
yeah,
The same way the NFL wants to play in all these other countries. Just like
sure.
the NBA could easily put another team in Canada, and just have a bigger Canadian fan base.
Yeah, I mean, if it's probably a decent market to go into, and it's fairly accessible.
Yeah, I mean you'd be one of two, so
Yeah,
you'd probably be yeah. I'm
but
sure.
also like I don't think anyone really likes Canada that much.
Who's anybody? I mean, I
Me,
don't think but yeah, I don't know. I think when it comes to NBA fans, basketball fans, they don't care that the Raptors play in Toronto. It's just they are who they are.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's weird that there's one Canadian team. They're not like we're pushing to be in Canada,
Hmm.
but I mean, there's like fucking 8 cities in the entire country. That's just about the size of us.
Yeah, but there are some teams that I don't know, bro. It's like we said, like you don't need another team in Florida. Florida, it seems like two might be fucking too many.
Yeah,
Or like you look at Cali teams, it's just there's
Cali doesn't need a team.
three teams in
Um,
Texas. I mean, it's just there's
Minnesota
the
has
Timberwolves,
a team.
like
Uh,
yeah, Anthony Edwards guy. Um, he's a guy.
yeah, I got confused there.
But I don't know. That's all I really got. Vegas seems like the answer though. Las Vegas, it's easy
No, yeah,
move.
Vegas is their best bet.
You just
It
go
seems odd that they didn't even think about. I mean, they could have just played the Sphere all
jump
the time.
jump right over to Vegas. That's an easy
But
move.
instead, Ballmer built a fucking however many $1 billion stadium right next to a fine arena.
And that's
They played in for
just
years.
and that's just the little bro trying to be like, look at me. Like,
Luke,
hey, look at our stadium.
dude, this is gonna be just like fucking what's going on in the football world right now. Like with the Chargers and the Rams, it's like there's still gonna be no fans going to that fucking game. Like the fact that the Clippers think that they're gonna get their money's worth from this fucking monstrosity of a arena doesn't make any sense.
That and also that's something to talk about. Like, did the wrong Cali team leave?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if there was any team in Cali that should have went to Vegas, who should it have been?
The Chargers.
That's what I'm saying.
They had no fan base
I'm
in
saying,
San Diego.
I'm saying Oakland.
Like Oakland at least left a little bit of a fan base and a fan base that wanted a better stadium.
I wouldn't even say a little fan base.
No, it's a huge
Like,
fan
when
base.
you want to talk about like the fan bases in certain cities, the Bay, like with Golden State, same with the Raiders, bro. Like they were deep. They rolled deep for them.
And they've showed up to a baseball stadium.
They were showing up to the worst
dog
stadium
shit.
in the NFL.
It was terrible. Like all Oakland wanted for their football team was just a better stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct in saying that Oakland was originally in Los Angeles?
Los Angeles Raiders, yeah, but
Okay.
see, to me, it's
But
like
that's where all those teams started.
Even though the Raiders have moved around, even though the Rams have moved around, they still have bigger fan bases than the Chargers.
Yeah, the Rams have moved a ton. They moved halfway across the country.
They could go back to St. Louis right now and have a bigger fan base than what the Chargers have.
1,000%. I mean, we saw what happened with the St. Louis fucking Battlehawks or whatever. They sold out that fucking stadium. They want football.
Yeah.
Hey, shit, maybe they want basketball.
Clippers to Vegas.
Clippers to Vegas. Also, terrible idea.
Terrible idea, but amazing.
You know who should go play for them?
Nope. I don't know who you're. Sorry, I was just cutting you off before you said something.
The cyclist, Kelly Oubre. You can get around on the bike anywhere in Las Vegas.
Yeah, you probably could bike around. I don't know.
Also, he didn't get hit by a car on a bike. He got jumped.
All right.
He was like, yeah, I got hit by a car. My bike is unscathed.
Somehow, I just knew Noah Lyles was going to say some stupid ass shit.
Dude, I fucking hate this guy. There's no one I hate more, dude.
I knew.
Like, stay out of our sports.
I knew he was going to say some stupid ass shit. So do you want me to pull up the quote I have from him?
The first thing I see is track star Noah Lyles paints icon on his fingernails. You're an icon of what?
Okay.
No one cares about fucking running.
You ready?
Sure.
Is the gap between the average person and LeBron or the average person? Is the gap closer between the average person and LeBron or the average person and you? I'm the third fastest man to ever live, so you're definitely closer to LeBron than me.
All right, that's cool. All right. I mean, I don't even know why we speak. Like, I don't think he understands.
So,
like, if every athlete, this is the same thing with soccer. If these football stars, if these basketball stars said, hey, I'm going to just go fucking run in a straight line and do nothing else, I'll go do that. But there's an area in the sports world that's more lucrative, more exciting, more popular than running in a fucking straight line. The average person is closer to you. I'm not close to you. I know that. But you're nowhere near LeBron. This sucks.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. But also, it's like, in high school, we knew people,
yep,
who could run, maybe not, what does he run, like a 9, he runs like a 9, a second or two slower than this man. Now,
who?
I know that's Noah
sure.
Lyles. Now, I know that's a lot in track.
Yes.
But
His fastest is a 9.81.
damn, I was gonna say 9.86.
Usain was 9.58, I think.
Now we knew people. I knew people that were running fucking 10 point, 11 point, whatever. That's a lot. I didn't know anybody playing anywhere near like LeBron on a basketball court.
No.
And there's a reason why there's nobody like LeBron, and nobody can tell the difference between Noah Lyles and any other person that's ever ran track, because it's track. Like, besides like the number one guy in track, which is Usain Bolt, you're not gonna sit here and pretend like you know anything about any other track runner.
I know nothing. I've heard of what's his name? Something Gay.
I've heard of
Tyson Gay.
I've heard of Noah Lyles, but this is just when he's yapping.
The only reason I know about Noah Lyles is not because he runs fast. It's because he talks some shit about fucking world champions.
And he's yapping, but and then to say to you, the average person is closer to LeBron than him because he's fast. You can get faster. You can't become 6'9", 260 with the
And
athletic
dominate
ability.
a sport for 23 years.
Yeah,
Or 20
okay.
years.
How old is Noah Lyles?
27.
Okay, so when he's 40, I want to see him run a 9.81.
Yeah.
100
Go
meter
beat the
dash.
world.
I want him
Go become the world champion.
when he's 40.
Yeah, you're the world champion of running in a straight line, not playing 82 fucking games and then getting through the best in the world and winning a finals. Shut the fuck up.
When he's 40, I want him to still be the third fastest person ever, because LeBron's still one of the best NBA player, or one of the best players in the NBA, and is 40 years old. And honestly, he's just mad because bro's like we talked about, bro gonna be holding that flag, bro holding that flag.
LeBron barely plays an Olympic sport. Like, he doesn't play the sport to be in the Olympics and is carrying the flag. You know who plays the sport to be in the Olympics? You know the only way that he would do anything is this fucking sprinter guy.
He's so mad.
He lives for the Olympics, and he's standing behind fucking big old LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
How's that feel, brother? How's that feel? Because the world champion's carrying your flag right now, you fucking bitch.
But yeah, no.
Shut up.
Pretending like somebody is closer to LeBron than you because you run a 9.8 100 meter dash. I give it to you. Obviously, it's fucking fast. Third fastest ever. But
it's not the third fastest ever.
So did he lie?
Yes.
So why did he say he's the third fastest person on the... What did he say? Can I get that quote perfectly again? Third fastest man to ever live. Third fastest man to ever live is what he said.
No. It's the 15th fastest time ever, and there's, a lot more people in between him and the fastest guy.
So bro just said he's the third fastest person to ever live?
Yeah, it's not true. That would be Johan Blake running a 9.72 or 9.69. But yeah, the fastest time ever was 9.58, and then second fastest person ever is Usain Bolt. Third fastest person ever is Usain Bolt. Noah Lyles is, not the fastest. Not the third fastest either. No.
And LeBron's arguably the best NBA player.
He is the greatest. Not like, if you don't want to call him the best basketball player, he's the greatest athlete that's ever touched a basketball court ever.
Yes.
So
Noah Lyles is just a fucking idiot.
And he's also 40 fucking years old. Shut the fuck up about running.
That's all it is.
Usain Bolt didn't talk this much shit. He just said he was faster than some fucking football players, which he was.
Okay, Noah Lyles is 100,000% allowed to sit there and go, man, I'm faster than LeBron.
Agreed. Exactly.
That's
you
cool.
are.
Like, yeah, you're faster than LeBron.
You are. Congrats.
Not to like be funny, but probably you probably are. I hope so. I hope you are.
Yeah.
Like prime LeBron better not beat you in a fucking race. I've honestly, LeBron in a full sprint. at like 28 years old, who the fuck? I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like if bro, like you said, if bro trained his entire life to be a track star,
It's like
might have ran a 981.
I'm gonna be honest. It's few people's dream to be like, hey, I'm gonna be super fast. Like, you know how often in high school that like high school football coaches and basketball coaches will look at track people and be like, hey, come play a sport. Get off the fucking
Yeah,
track. This is stupid.
or it's
You're
their
fast.
track is their conditioning.
Track is conditioned. Track you do in the winter or in the spring or whatever the fuck. It's like it's a it's an aid to the best athletes in the world. You're just fast.
You're just
Can you
fast,
jump?
bro.
Can you fucking yam a
Bro, can you come back down 3-1 versus the 70 fucking
against the
3 and
greatest team
9
of all time?
Warriors? Can you do if Noah Lyles can come back
Yeah, I
down
think that makes
3-1 versus
LeBron
the
a world
Warriors?
champion.
That's okay, but yeah, no, LeBron has been multiple times a world champion. And no matter how much Noah Lyles hates that word, it's true. It's true. All right, what
Like,
I
I'm
want to
not praying for this dude to have a bad Olympic time.
no, I just don't care.
I don't care.
Just shut up, bro.
But
Like, just
also,
shut.
it'd be cool if he pulled a hammy. I'm joking. But yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's
Hoping
also.
someone pulls a hamstring is like super light. That's okay. Like, oh, I hope you pull it
Yeah, I mean,
again.
it's just a little tweak that makes you a little bit slower, you
Now,
know?
unless you go like the Darren Waller route and you like make a horrible song afterwards and retire, all right, maybe like
Noah Lyles is the guy who would make a song.
I wouldn't
Well,
wish
he's.
that. I wouldn't wish the Darren Waller
I would
downfall
not
on
wish the
anybody.
Darren Waller on anybody.
I would not.
That's
That
hard
is
to that's hard to
crazy.
wish on somebody, you know.
Um,
But yeah, go fucking yeah,
but
go
yeah,
go run in a straight line.
Noah
Go have fun with
Lyles.
that. While LeBron is beating everyone in the world and becoming the world champion. So shut the fuck up about the world champion bullshit.
Yeah, and Team USA better win. Cause Jesus Christ, if after all this shit talking,
Team USA better win, and they better talk the maddest shit to
they
Noah Lyles,
start
so you can
what?
shut the
So their
fuck up.
first game. When's their first game? Monday.
Maybe.
When it? Can we pull up when Team USA's first game is?
Yeah.
First Team USA
I
game.
feel like I went a little hard on this guy. Don't really care.
Nah, who the fuck cares?
I'm just upset.
No, Noah Lyles talks way too fucking much.
And he said, honestly, he said two controversial things, and they're still the most annoying things I've ever heard.
11, 15. Wait, what else? Oh, you mean the
The
two
World
games?
Championship.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you were saying like he also said this.
No.
The Sunday, so the 28th. Okay, 11-15 versus Serbia, and then 31st versus South Sudan, August 3rd versus Puerto Rico.
Apparently, Gil Arenas got in trouble for talking about South Sudan or something.
Gilbert Arenas got in trouble by who?
I don't know. They called him xenophobic. I don't know what he
What'd he
said.
say? Pull it up. What did Gilbert say? Pull it up. Gilbert Arenas is hilarious. I feel like.
And then he
whatever
went and
said.
apologized to Luol Deng. It's like,
What did he say?
let me pull it. I don't
What did
know.
he say? Because it
Let
couldn't
me
have
find
like
it.
it couldn't have been that bad. Like it couldn't
I
have
don't know.
been.
Let's not say that until we hear it.
No, I'm predicting it, and I can fully walk back what I said later on. But it just seems like he like probably just got caught yapping on a podcast. All right, what did he say? What did he say? Read it. Just read it.
I don't want to. I don't know
No,
if I can
start
read
up.
this.
Say Gilbert Arenas said this, and say it. There you go. What did he say? Just tell me what he said, bro. It's America, bro.
Gilbert Arenas. No, I'm quoting. I'm reading this
I know.
in
Devin is
text.
quoting
I'm
Gilbert
not hearing it.
Arenas.
He said, "We almost lost to the Ahi Ahi tribe. This is crazy." And Embiid over here throwing the game for his cousins and shit. They get their shoes from America. They don't even have basketball rims. They shooting on patches of dirt.
Okay, he's just trying to be funny. Like, all
Yeah,
right,
no, I know. Well, all right.
yeah, I
Well,
get.
let's listen to it.
Okay. We're
I'm getting
okay.
there.
Okay, here. We'll just Yeah, my day. I mean, it went well. It was hot. I got a little sunburn. Um,
Got a little hot.
got a little sunburn on me
I don't
going.
know what's happening.
I'm white and tan, or I'm white and pale. Trying to become the opposite of that.
You're trying to impale.
Not try it. No. Are you playing Gilbert Arenas soundbite or what? What are we gonna?
I'm trying to get there.
Should I pull it up? Should I just pull up the Gilbert Arenas soundbite?
I'm broken.
What should I look up? Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas, South Sudan.
Gilbert Arenas. That's the first thing that pops up when you type in GIL. I'm assuming it's this.
We almost lost. Come on, man. And the king had to save. The king had to save us. I know the LeBron haters are mad. Almost lost to the Ahi tribe. This is crazy. What is going on, man? Embiid over there throwing the game. Is he throwing the game for his cousins and shit? What's this is? I don't even know where to find the box score. We went in those at the end of the game. Like, what is I don't know where the box score is. I already have my excuses. My excuses. This just preseason. We still trying to figure out lineup. But God, come on, y'all. We don't supposed to be losing to air up there. Come on, man. Cool runnings. We don't supposed to lose to the cool runnings team.
Cool Runnings is Jamaican.
We supposed to lose too. Or be close with. They don't even have shoes. They get their shoes from America.
I think he said Arab Air.
Well, then he said Cool Runnings.
That we have an extra leftover shoe. They use leftover shoes that the USA team didn't want.
Leftover shoes.
They don't even have basketball ribs, dog. Feed the chips. Send wheat, send water and bread. Them. That's who we almost lost to.
Talking about they even send we send them water and bread. What the fuck is he talking about?
Okay, I think I now call me crazy, but I think Gilbert was trying to just be funny.
Yes.
I think he's just being like, "Hey, come on, guys, y'all are better than this." He's a former NBA player. He's trying to. I don't know. I don't think he was being serious at all. And he's like,
no,
fuck them. Like I'm
no. But I think it's more the fact of just like I don't know, ignorance. I guess.
Yeah, but Stephen A. Smith damn near said the same thing. He's like, they don't even have indoor basketball courts. It's like, yeah, it's like if you.
Well, I mean, I brought that up. I mean, that's
nicer,
a truth.
Well, okay.
The fact that they don't have basketball rims, they're shooting in patches of dirt.
But
it's just a funnier way of saying it. Yes.
But do you really need to apologize for something when it's like, if this is how this is how I would define it? I guess you could have said it like a little nicer. Like, do you have to really put on a full out like statement? Like, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn from this. And,
I don't think he has to say anything like that. It's just like
it's not that deep.
No, and I mean, if Gilbert Arenas called himself a comedian rather than a former NBA player who talks about basketball,
this would be completely
this
okay.
would be a very, very normal thing.
Oh, dude, this would be.
If this was on a comedian's podcast,
if this was Andrew Schultz saying these same exact words, this would be completely fine.
But so it's the fact that it's Gilbert Arenas not calling himself a comedian.
Yeah, whatever. And you know what? You don't have to be labeled a comedian to say
make a joke.
Things. Yeah, to make jokes, be funny. Just be a funny person. He's a funny motherfucker.
I think Arenas wouldn't apologize to just African people in general or whatever. I don't know. It's like, I mean, Embiid's not from South Sudan or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that was another thing. I didn't really get that. Whatever. He bro's just yapping. It's fine. It is what it is. So in 18 NFL game season, it is coming. We will
at some point.
Apparently, there's already been talks about it heating up. We talked about the Joe Burrow proposal, but right after that, it was like, boom, Roger Goodell is, brainstorming.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there have been talks about it for a while, but it's weird that it took 50 years to add one game.
Mm-mm. Well, it's also weird that like like the NFL like really cares about player safety unless they can like make more money.
Exactly.
Like,
They're like, hey, yeah, put this fucking pillow on your head and you'll be safe forever.
and by the
Like,
way, we're gonna do a whole extra week of this.
and do actually extra few weeks. You guys will get another week off or whatever, and
Another bye
this
week.
will get dragged out for a long time. But yeah, no, we care about you guys. It's
Um,
like
yeah,
all they have to do is say that we don't care about your health and safety. Like you always say, a combat sport. It's
yeah. I mean, if you say this is a combat sport, and
like
people
your
are,
overall well being, sure, but like if you get hurt, you get fucking
it's
hurt.
not we don't care, but it's more of because this is, they don't have to come out and be like we don't care, but
No, but it's
they
like
their actions and the rules that they're implementing shows that they are being way too overly cautious and just
yeah,
honestly trying to stay face or show face.
yeah,
They just try to look good.
yeah.
Um,
I don't know who they're trying to save face to because people want to see people get hit. Um,
just normal football, bro. Like I don't want to see a routine tackle. Now it's a fucking 15-yard penalty or whatever. Like it's like
Agreed.
I
I
don't
would
want to
rather
see that.
see 16 games of hard football than 18 games of pussy football.
Yeah, honestly,
So,
yeah, that might be the best way you
because
could have put
it's
that.
been 16 games for since what 70s or 80s, no one's complained.
Well, has it been? Was it 16 in the 90s?
Well, in 72 or 73, when the Dolphins went undefeated, it was 14-0,
Okay,
or then it was 17-0 total.
okay.
Um,
So I feel like it. I feel like it increased after the divisions changed. No, because they were still maybe they were playing 16 games then. You look when did 16 games when were they implemented? That would probably be the best way to
78.
1978 they went from 14 to 16 games.
Yep.
Okay. And that's also when they could care less about your fucking safety.
Agreed.
Which I mean, and not to say we're like
But it's
anti
been
like
almost,
protection.
huh?
I'm saying like I'm not saying we're like anti protect players or
No,
whatever.
I'm not saying that all these guys need to go out and get hurt, but it's like there's a lot of guys in the NFL who just want to play the football that they were brought up and
Yeah,
learn how to
like
play. And again, they understand the consequences. No one's going into an MMA ring fighting and saying, "I don't want to get hurt. You guys protect me." It's like, no, that's your job.
yeah, it
Figure it
is your
out.
job, and it's also most people complaining about the safety of the NFL and players, people who aren't in the NFL or are players.
And the way they talk about CTE, they talk about it as a cumulative disease. Like it builds over time. It's not an acute thing. Like there is acute brain trauma and shit like that. But I mean, when you got guys who play fucking 3, 4, 5 years in college, all of high school ball, taking hard hits, and then you get to the NFL and they're like, "Oh yeah, now we got to protect you from CTE." It's like
Yeah, it's like,
you
but
could have already had it by now,
they
motherfucker.
have CTE. Like I
And
don't
it's
get
like
that.
it's a thing. Like I don't know.
It's just
What are we
something.
protecting against?
It's bro. It's life, and it's the fact that it's like yes, if your brain takes more trauma than the average person, it might cause side effects.
Yeah. Also, maybe handle injuries
Yeah,
better when
you
they happen. Don't
like
let Tua go back out on the field 2 games later and
yeah,
get
like
his head blown off.
there is a way to take care of concussions and your brain and like not
But the problem is there's money involved,
it's
and that
all
muddles everything up.
Devin. I was just about to say this whole thing is about money. Adding another game is about money. Keeping offensive players safe so that we can watch Joe Burrow for a full season. It's just everything. It's like people
Well, that's why the Bengals hid an injury from the NFL
there you go.
because they would have put him out. They would have said, "Joe, you're done for a few weeks.
And did they
Figure
get in
your shit
trouble for
out."
that?
Which, huh?
Did they get in trouble for that?
Yeah, but
No,
barely.
no, but I'm saying, did they like, or was it they might get in trouble and they didn't?
I think they may have caught a fine of
Because
something, but I don't know.
If I'm Roger, I wouldn't be surprised if Roger was like, thanks for not telling me because people would not have less people would have watched this game if they. if they knew.
What?
I'm saying like Roger probably would have appreciated the fact that they hid the Joe Burrow injury.
I mean, for that game, but for the rest of the season, now you don't have a Joe Burrow. You got like what was it, Jake Browning or whatever?
Yeah.
Played decent, but I mean, when you got a guy who's making $50+ million a year, it's like
But
the Bengals should also want to keep him healthy because he just got back. Like he just reported, like he just like started playing full speed again.
But then you also can't predict like, okay, does he have a slight injury or is this going to end his season? You know?
Yeah, but it's better than like knowing that if he gets that thing hit again, then it will end the season, which it did.
But it's also Roger Goodell, the billionaire, who goes, "Oh, Joe Burrow's out for the rest of the season. All right, more spotlight on Jalen Hurts, more spotlight on CJ." Like it's like he can easily just go make more money off somebody else. Oh, Brock Purdy's a legit quarterback. Let's go over to San Fran. Like it's easy.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert's back.
No.
Yes.
Well, then they tanked. I mean,
Justin
the
Herbert.
stock on Trevor Lawrence last year went from okay to dog shit real quick.
Well, I mean, he's expected to. He's expected to do what he does, though.
No, he got paid this year, but like at the end of last season, it was like Jags fell off the face of the earth, and then somehow the Colts got in there, and I don't know.
But I'm all for an 18 game season, but also, let's stop pretending.
Can you just give us the?
We're not gonna get it back. Like everything that they've implemented, we're not going to be able to change and take away. But they can at least like now they can stop pretending like they care.
But they won't. They won't. They're going to keep pushing it.
They won't.
They're going to keep saying that we're trying to make it safe and we're trying to make it safe for the next generation. The truth of the matter is, you're going to get hurt.
Well, maybe one day, like Roger Goodell, like he's like 95, and he's just like, I never cared, and we'll be able to sit here and go like, we told y'all, like, see, we knew Roger didn't care. We
you know who their poster boy should be for NFL safety?
Who?
Just Richard Sherman. Fucking trying to
bust through a door. That's a throwback.
They'd be like,
that's
hey guys, wear your thick boy helmets. Don't end up like Sherm.
That is an archive. That is a moment in history.
It's a beautiful thing, and it probably has zero to do with concussions, but.
No. Like it's like I've seen plenty of people who've never had played a contact sport.
The majority of them.
And like act a fucking fool because of a woman or their relationship or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that's like
emotion. Or it's like the majority of NFL players don't go and try to break into their girlfriend's house or whatever the fuck. It doesn't happen.
Like the reason Antonio Brown is such an anomaly is because nobody else does or did the shit he was doing.
No, and you can't go and he got hit by Vontaze Perfect. It's like no, he.
Oh my god,
shut the fuck up.
Oh god, that's like when you just said about the whole acute thing, and it's been built up forever. It's like
it's not like if he was
one hit. And if anything, it's like bro, kind of just whether it was CT, whether people think it's CT or not, I think bro just got big headed and got bigger ego.
Big-headed and bored and whatever the fuck, and I think it has nothing to do with CTE, and I think it's just an out for him. I mean, his fucking thing now is CTE, ESPN, or whatever the fuck, and
if anything, he makes fun of it.
Well, I mean, I think that he blames his horrible lifestyle and actions on his CTE. You don't...
Probably.
I don't know. I'm not going to bring up specifics, but you don't throw fucking bricks through movers' trucks and try to beat the shit out of people and do all that stuff.
Was that Antonio Brown?
Yeah, AB did that a few years ago, but also... I don't know if he threw a brick, but Michael Thomas did throw a brick through a window.
Michael Thomas did some
but
shit.
No, when...
Threatened.
I think it was AB was going to get his house... Whatever the fuck, they were going to take a shit, and then he started.
The shit AB did, he threw the brick, he did the shit on the shoulder, he walked off the field.
Big on
he
shoulders.
Froze his feet off. Remember when he?
Yes. Well, that was he wanted the old helmet. He stood in the cryo for too long. I forgot about all the Raiders shit.
The
That was
Raiders
nuts.
shit the Raiders was the entertaining shit. If you want to really talk, and then
Yes.
when he got the trade and then ran out, and it's like, God,
Yes.
like Antonio Brown was he was
he
a show.
he was a Raider and then did all that weird shit with the feet and the helmets, and then was a Patriot, right? Caught a touchdown pass from Tom in that first game, and then got accused of the shoulder thing. And then it was just all downhill from there. Ended up on Tampa and won a Super Bowl, and still found a way to kill his career.
Yeah, career killer. Okay, finally, something that I've been waiting to talk about for weeks now. But we're back to our good old fashioned links and articles, Devin. These are the biggest red flags for 20 NFL contenders in 2024. You know what I mean?
Like the biggest weak points.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Bills overhauled wide receivers, Bengals QB health among top concerns. So let's go over it. All right, Bengals, Joe Burrow's health. Obviously, yes, but facts are facts. Joe Burrow's an MVP level quarterback when at full strength. He's also missed extensive time due to injury in 2 of his 4 NFL seasons. Cincinnati shuffled its front once again, adding Trent Brown at right tackle, but if Burrow can't stay close to 100%, it might not matter. Okay, I think for most contenders, yeah, if their quarterback goes down or if their health is a concern, yeah, it's a red flag for sure. Now, Joe Burrow had a wrist injury on his throwing hand.
Because he got hit in that game and then went to go throw and was just like, nah.
Now, yes, something like that, or like, a shoulder injury or this or that, like anything directly affecting how you can throw a football, I feel like is even a bigger red flag. But also, I mean, he's young. It wasn't some crazy serious injury. I think Joe's gonna be all right.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously tore his ACL his first year.
He had that calf strain or whatever.
Yeah, had a calf strain kind of early in mid-season last year. But I don't know. I mean, when Joe hurt his wrist, it was just late in the season, and I mean, it was like we're gonna have. I don't think they shut him down immediately. It was like Browning's playing okay. They still didn't have. They didn't make a playoff spot, so they didn't need to bring Joe Burrow back, and they shouldn't have. But yeah, it wasn't super serious, and I mean, you can't. I don't know. You can call him injury prone, but he's not really that injury prone.
You saw his hair.
Yeah, I mean, he did that in high school. There's pictures of him with bleach blonde hair and whatever. But
yeah, something I completely forgot. You're right. He did. And it's also like, I don't know. People were very non-creative with that. Like, people could have been a lot funnier with that.
It was just like Slim Shady.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of M&Ms.
The Miz.
Nope.
Cody Rhodes.
There you go.
Sorry, wrong guy.
Yeah, don't. Come on, bro. Come on, that's the champ.
My bad.
You're disrespecting the champ. Like, that's not.
I'm sorry. That's Cody, Mr. Cody.
That's crazy. That's the American nightmare, dog. Like, you better learn your shit.
I think that's the last time I want to talk about NFL players' hair.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know why that's national news.
Dude, the only time
let all the women look at that and be like, whatever the fuck they want to say. I don't really care. Like, that's.
Nah, but don't you remember, like, there was a period where it seemed like there was a dread getting pulled out, like, every week, where it was just like.
Oh, there was a ton of dread pulling back in the day. Yeah. God, I can't remember what the rules were on that. If it was like dreads are part of the jersey, and then it was like don't pull the hair.
I think you can still pull hair, but I feel like now that
guys are pretty conscious of long hair.
It would
not a lot of offensive guys with super long hair.
It would feel like it could be considered a horse collar.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's
because how can you pull from? You can't pull from there, but you can pull from here.
You can't pull from back here. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, it might be a like. Okay, so you can't pull the face mask, but theoretically, could I have pulled Ryan Fitzpatrick by his beard?
Probably, yeah.
Like, could I have done that?
Which sunk under the face mask
Yeah.
and
Oh,
through it
dude,
and all
fucking
that.
hung up. Like,
I pulled his beard hair out.
if Eric Weddle picked the ball off and I just,
But yeah, I mean, at the same time, like some of those guys had super long hair,
Troy,
and it would go, or Fitz or CJ2K, and it would just go
Marshawn.
beyond the, I guess the horse collar area, the numbers or your name.
Uh,
But
overhauled wide receiver corp for the Bills. In theory, Buffalo has swapped out one bona fide pass catcher, in this case, for a slew of solid role players: Keenan Coleman, Curtis Samuel, and MVS. Is that really a better supporting cast for Josh Allen? Now I will say this.
we can't call Coleman a supporting cast guy yet. He hasn't played yet.
Well, a slew of solid role players. So, but I mean, if you
We
want to,
can't call him a role player yet.
well, I mean, you want to put him.
But MVS and Curtis Samuel are, yes.
Yeah, I mean, MVS, Curtis Samuel, and and
A
Keenan
rookie.
Coleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I knew that, I knew Zay Flowers was gonna be a good role player, whether or not he had a terrible or shitty, you know, future career. But the athleticism of that motherfucker was like, yeah, no, he's gonna ball, and hopefully
Zay or
Zay.
Okay.
But either way, I I'm not fully sold, or I'm not like I don't think there's gonna be this huge drop off for Josh Allen, like
No.
not having Stephon Diggs. Now, will he have a receiver he may not be able to rely on as much as he was able to, or a receiver he had as good enough chemistry with, or just a receiver he trusted as much anymore? For sure. But when it comes to like how turnover prone he was, how prone he was to just chucking that bitch up, if anything, he might play a little more safe without the, hey, I got Steph in the corner, or I got, not, maybe not in the corner, but wherever, I got Steph in my back pocket if
Yeah.
when all shit, goes south.
And I mean, yeah, I don't know if we'll see less like him trying to do it on his own, but yeah, just hopefully better decision making. I mean, I just think he needs to just slow the game down a little bit. There's so many times, like, and we said the same thing about Lamar early in his career, where he was so quick to just
Looking to
dart,
run.
so quick to run, and Josh a lot of times is just quick to get out there, and he can do it himself, and he's done it for a while, and they're always a team in contention. But he's got to start using these guys a little bit better and throwing a few less picks. But I mean, some of the picks he's thrown were game changing, but he threw a bunch that didn't really mean much.
And and at least this season, he's not going to have a receiver that you can argue he could have felt this way. You can argue that Stephon Diggs could have felt how he felt, but could have handled it differently. He might not have a receiver screaming at him every time he doesn't throw the ball
Yeah,
at him or see him.
it's like all of outside of MVS, this is the best quarterback that their entire core has played with.
Yes.
And it was the best quarterback Steph ever played with, but he was Mr. Him.
Browns, Deshaun Watson availability. Now, we do have a make or break segment coming up in probably the next couple episodes, and just, I guess, spoiler alert, he is on that list. But one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Watson has played a grand total of 12 games the last 3 seasons, surprisingly. Cleveland went 5-1 when he actually suited up as a starter in 2023, but it's anyone's guess how his surgically repaired shoulder will hold up for an otherwise playoff-ready squad.
Yeah.
If Deshaun Watson is healthy, that fucking roster he's got, I mean, because this isn't just like, oh, this is the Browns.
No.
This is a squad. And I truly believe that there was a time where Deshaun Watson could have arguably been a top 5 quarterback. And if he's healthy, you could argue top 10.
Sure.
Still.
Sure.
Call me fucking crazy for saying a guy that's only played 12 games in 3 years, a top 10 quarterback.
I mean, we've tried to do these top 10 things, and it's like you have a solid, I guess, 4, 5, maybe 6 guys. After that, it's like very recent biased,
It's
and
recency
depending on this and
bias,
that.
and that helps the people who've been playing good well, and the people who've been hurt, it hurts them
Of course,
because people forget what the fuck Deshaun Watson can do when he's healthy.
exactly. Now, again, this is, you said, make or break, so we'll see. I mean, he should perform well with his team. I just want to see a full season out of him so we can see him at his best, and we don't have to talk hypotheticals. How good is fully healthy Deshaun Watson? I hate having those conversations, especially when it drags on for, what has it been, fucking 3 years now of him not playing a full season. So
The Bucks, the bet on running it back. All right. So I don't know what running it back means, but
yeah, you can't run back a playoff appearance, I guess.
rather than relocate, relegate. Relegate? Is that a word? Relegate?
What?
REALLOCATE.
Reallocate?
Reallocate?
Is that what you said?
Rather
Spell it
than
again?
reallocate big money commitments.
Yeah.
See, like, bro, that's what I'm saying. These they be trying to use these big words and make me feel dumb, but then when I even say
Not
it
that
back,
big.
I read it back to you and you even gave me a look like,
Well, because I wasn't listening.
the fuck are you what the fuck are you talking about?
Anytime
And
someone starts to spell something, I just get jumbled up. I don't understand spelling at all.
yeah, but like why
reallocate.
why use that word? Why use that word?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's better than like saying shift around or move around, or I mean, when you give something money, when you give money to, or when you put money into a certain area, you're allocating your money there into whatever.
Never heard somebody say I'm allocating my money into this.
Well, no one speaks like that, but someone
That's
could
my
say,
fucking point. I've never
we're gonna,
heard
no,
somebody
someone
use
could
this
say, hey,
word.
we're gonna allocate fucking
Who wrote this?
300 mil into our quarterback's contract.
Cody Benjamin, stop being a prick and use regular words, okay?
Use fucking normal words, you dumb little bitch.
Stop being a prick. Tampa prioritized re-signing its own this offseason, which nicely rewarded Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, etc. for their scrappy playoff run. Can Mayfield replicate his ball control with essentially the same lineup that barely escaped the NFC South? No. I love what they got going on down there. I fuck with the resurgence of Baker, but with what Atlanta's got going on, I mean, they're gonna be able to compete, and they might. Here's the thing: yes, they might barely escape again, but they barely escaped with a worse division last year. So now they actually have comp in Atlanta. It's gonna be if they do get into the playoffs, they will barely escape the NFC South.
Yes and no. Like, I'm not super afraid of Atlanta.
I mean, when you compare, and I mean, and you compare them
No,
to Tampa, though.
agreed. But I mean, I think a lot of that relies on how good Kirk will be. Um, and we've seen Kirk falter late in seasons, late or early in the playoffs, and in important moments. I don't know. I mean, maybe Baker has a better season than he did last year. I don't know. Like, I
That
don't.
would be
I'm not.
that. I mean, that would be a lot if he ended up
I'm not
having
betting
a
on
better
him
season.
to be that much worse. It seems like he learned a lot. Just
No, I mean,
and
no.
like
Here's
felt like he caught a second chance in the league.
Baker had a great year. Mike Evans had a great year. The Bucks had a good year expectation wise, but now they are supposed to
Now
be
they have to be a good team.
running it back. Now they have to be good, and me saying them barely escaping, it doesn't mean they didn't have a good year. Or they weren't, you know. I'm not saying that they're bad,
No, I agree.
but just the fact of Atlanta being around all year now and then being a problem who knows truly how bad New Orleans and Carolina could be. They
And
could be worse
the
than we think.
Panthers are
And
not going to have as bad a season as they had last year. The Saints might. Panthers, I don't think will be that bad.
I think they could both be horrible.
They could both be terrible and really boost up that division and those guys, but
Yeah, I think they could
I don't know.
both
I
be
think
absolutely
there's a
terrible.
chance where the Bucks could lose some in the division, or the Falcons, and shit can go weird.
Stripped down wide receiver corps for the Chargers. Obviously, yeah, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams gone.
But how stripped down is it really? I think they're both great receivers, but with the injury proneness, and not only the injury proneness, but the lack of being at the peak of where they like the lack of reaching expectations surrounded them forever. On paper, everyone expects them to be a very good offense and close to a division leader and all this shit, and constantly
I will
underperforming.
say.
I mean, everyone brought up that duo, and it just never panned out ever.
I will say them being around but not available may have stunted the growth of any other receiver trying to grow in that wide receiver room. And now with them gone, and maybe a group of, and this is the same thing with, not the same reason, but like Stephon Diggs being gone in Buffalo, that probably takes some weight off of other receivers' shoulders, going like, finally, like we can, like, get some looks.
But I think more so in San Diego. I mean, you got Josh Palmer and Quentin Johnson, and I mean whoever else they just picked up. But
is Palmer still a?
I think so.
They don't. For some reason, they don't. They have Lad McConkey and Quentin Johnson listed on here, but why? I don't know why they have. Because you're right. I was trying to think of who the other guy was, but yeah, okay. Chargers wide receiver. I don't know why they don't have him listed because he's Canadian. Didn't know that.
Huh. But yeah, and then you got, I mean, the running back core of
Gus and
Baltimore, who you have DJ Chark, who can be very good. I don't know. It's just, yeah, maybe this really opens up that team. They have a better head coach now, but yeah, for years, I don't know. I understand that Keenan and Mike are great, but just never did it,
I'm going to skip a couple of these. Contractual pressure at QB for the Cowboys. Okay, I mean, I guess they'll have to worry about, entering a contract year behind with Brett.
Well, apparently, obviously Prescott wants money. Apparently CD wants 35 and Micah wants 35. So you're looking at probably $120+ million for 3 players a year.
Well, yeah, they're gonna have to. I mean, Micah's gonna get a ridiculous contract. I say
phenomenal.
I say Dak doesn't fucking finish in the MVP standings next year. So long, Buster. You gotta go. We gotta move on.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird.
Lance time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for giving Trey Lance a shot. He didn't have a shot. He never had a shot.
Fuck it. It's make it Trey Lance time. If
fucking Jordan Love can get a shot, Trey Lance can get a fucking shot. Give him something.
Brock Purdy can get a spot. Get a shot.
Mr. fucking irrelevant is going to run a football team.
If Geno Smith can play 17 games next season, Trey Lance can at least get a chance. I mean, fuck.
I mean, bro, he's played 2 games. He was a fucking, number 2 overall or some shit? Or number 1? I don't know what the fuck he was.
Some disrespectful shit going on around there.
But I don't get the... I don't know.
The offensive structure for the Jags definitely is going to be a problem because obviously you gave all that money to Trevor Lawrence. And then what are they working with? Gabe Davis and rookie Brian Thomas Jr. could be their top targets.
Nice.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers.
Gabe, who, I mean, I'm all for Gabe Davis, but
Him being a
I mean,
number
he
one though, it's like
doesn't feel right. He also I know he had 4 touchdowns in one playoff game, but I don't know. Outside of that, I'm not sure really what else he did.
you
He had a
cut.
few good years, but
In Buffalo.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, see, but that's the thing. Like Gabe Davis was really good. Like what behind Stephon Diggs
yeah.
with
And
Josh
a lot of
Allen.
people looked pretty good.
A lot of people
But
did.
yeah, had 800 yards in 22, 750 last year.
Still
And
unclear.
obviously had that huge playoff game, but
It says it's. They say it's still unclear whether Doug Peterson or Press Taylor will call his plays coming off. Okay, damn. So they don't even know. They don't even know
they
who's
don't know
calling
who's
these
calling
plays
plays.
yet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They have nobody established at wide receiver. Don't even know who they're gonna have being the play caller.
Was it their owner who was throwing drinks on people?
Carolina.
It was Carolina. Okay,
Carolina. Uh,
gotcha.
Jets. Aaron Rodgers condition. I think bro's good.
He's
Not
totally
really
fine.
much to talk about for that. The youthful wide receiver corps for the Packers. Detroit is banking on rookies to headline the secondary. Then Green Bay is trusting Jordan Love will keep rising as a franchise quarterback alongside a receiving corp that so far has lacked a definitive number one. To be clear, they've got a slew of promising weapons, but can they sustain their production? I mean, I guess. I mean, I'd say they have a definitive number one. Um,
Who?
what's his name? Why
The
can't I?
pack is back,
Why
baby.
why can't I think of
Jair?
Jair?
Who are we talking about?
They're wide receiver core. They're
Oh, yeah, Christian Watson.
yes, thank you. Okay, I mean, God, I hate. Look, fuck being worried about going back on what I said, but yeah, Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs. I mean, they could. I think they have a definitive 1 and 2.
I think Christian's their one. Um, I'm not sure where else he would be a one. He's probably pretty decent, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
and I'm not too. I'm pretty. Like I think Romeo Dobbs. I mean, as a 2, yeah, no, I think he'll have a. I think he'll step up next season too. Like I don't think that's a big red flag, especially with the
No.
way they just paid him. Like I don't think they're expecting him to struggle with his young wide receivers.
Yeah, and they also, I mean, they guaranteed most of it, so I don't know.
Oh, I mean, the biggest red flag, I guess, in the NFL, the uncertainty at QB for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's weird to me that, I mean, you're going to draft a guy pretty high and then say, yeah, Sammy D's our guy.
Sam Darnold.
There's been a few teams who have said, hey, Samuel's our guy, and
They were
didn't work
pretty
out.
wrong. They were pretty wrong. Devin, we got Sports Jeopardy. We got Sports Jeopardy. Let me pull this up
Let's
for
do it.
you. Bring it over here for us. Okay, so what we have today, we got cities, team
Ooh.
names and colors, player nicknames, records and history, and then fun facts.
Could this,
Um,
I feel like this could be somewhat easy, but this could also be very hard.
from what I remember, this from the from I I I I think this is a good one.
Okay.
I think this is a good one. So I somehow pulled off a dub last episode.
Did you?
I did.
Sure about that?
And I'm gonna say, and this is just me. I'm gonna guess here. I'm gonna say cities might be a problem. Player nicknames, they might throw some bullshit in there.
They
Records
will.
in history, I'm probably gonna make. I might let you touch that first because might be a little scared. Fun facts, team names, and colors though. Like, how hard can this be?
Yeah, don't give me your strategy right now.
I mean, strategy. But let me go. Let's start.
Hold on. Did I lose or you lose?
You lost.
Yeah, I go first.
I go first. The winner goes first. Or the
That
loser
was a
the
loser.
loser goes first? Oh, okay.
Also,
So you lost, so go ahead.
yeah, I thought it was loser goes first.
I
No,
forgot. Maybe is that how?
is it?
I honestly don't remember, but I think so. You lost.
Yeah, because all that time I was losing, you were like, all right,
Okay,
you
you
lost,
lost. You go
motherfucker.
first. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah,
Go ahead.
you
Go ahead.
said say it.
Go ahead. My fault.
You kept going. I was like, yeah, I think he's gonna pick something. On that note, team names and colors for 200, please.
Okay. This sport city uses the exact same color scheme for both/all of its teams.
What the fuck?
This sports city uses the exact same color scheme for. I feel
Oh
like
no, I saw it on the YouTube.
there could be multiple. I feel like.
Pittsburgh.
And who? Like Pitts. Oh. Sorry. I got you.
Penguins,
You're
Steelers,
right.
Pirates.
You're right.
Yeah.
I was like, for some reason, I went like Steelers, and then I went okay. Then I was like
Yeah.
baseball, but then you're right. Even hockey. Yeah. Okay.
Hockey. Yep.
Okay.
I saw it on a Tic Tac.
Okay. So you're doing a little good on that. I'll go 300. These two team names are shared by multiple sports. Okay. So these two team names are shared by multiple sports. So just it's probably just gonna be some common. It's gonna be some common ass logo or person. Oh, okay.
I know one of them.
Shout out to Full House. Danny Tanner was a San Francisco Giant fan.
Giants
That's
are
what
one.
they mean because it's the two team names.
Yes, no,
are
yeah.
shared
This
by
is
multiple
that's what
sports.
they mean. Now I know the other one.
And then if you go baseball and football, and you go to St. Louis, is that where they are? Cardinals?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's another one.
I mean, how many do I have to say?
I don't know if there's only two or just it's like name two.
Okay, San Francisco Giants, New York Giants, St. Louis Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals.
That's enough for a win in
who are you
that for me.
thinking of?
The Jets.
Who else is the Jets?
The Winnipeg Jets, hockey baby.
Yeah, I don't think they were. What team? I don't know if they were.
They weren't thinking of hockey?
I don't know if they were thinking Winnipeg. Like they might have been just thinking about baseball and football for your question too.
They may have.
I don't think they're even thought like, oh yeah.
They're not even considering hockey, that's for sure. Well, I'm not a fan of hockey, but you know.
Okay, team names and colors is pretty easy.
I don't like it though. Give me cities for 2.
Cities for 2. Charlotte, Indianapolis, and one other city have NFL and NBA teams, but do not have an MLB team. Name the last city. Charlotte, Indianapolis, and one other city have NFL and NBA teams, but do not have an MLB team. Well, you're a baseball guy, so I mean, I'm glad I didn't get cities. I can name a fucking baseball team all day. Give me a Giant, but
Charlotte. NFL and NBA, but do not have an MLB team.
Okay,
Charlotte
has NFL and NBA. Indy has NFL and NBA. Oh, dude, and we just talked about like where people could go.
We were just talking about cities.
We were just talking about like, oh, an NBA team could go here.
Yeah. Weird.
Oh, but does not have an MLB team.
Yeah, that one's weird.
That's
weird. Oh, New Orleans.
What a pull.
I know. Thank you.
What a pull.
Thank you. Yep.
Ooh.
I thought Pelicans, and I was like, Saints, boom, suck
I
it.
feel like I want to just keep jumping over on the 300s over you. I want to. Okay, that was a pull. That was a pull. Okay, give me 300 cities. Former outfielder, Coco Crisp.
Go, Grits.
No clue who that is. Former NBA guard Dwayne Wade and NFL wide receiver Corey Coleman all played for this same city in a span of 2 years. You know who Corey Coleman is. He was a Brown. He was a Brown. He was a Brown.
Oh.
Dwayne Wade. I saw Wade and thought Chicago because I know nothing about Coco Crisp, but Corey Coleman's a Brown.
Coco Crisp
Was a Brown.
was.
So I guess what was Coco Crisp a guardian?
Well,
Is that
the other.
is that what he is? It's Cleveland? Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Okay,
Crisp was.
I might just keep.
Yeah, he was an Indian. He was an athletic for sure. Maybe a Red Sox. Great player, decent center fielder, very fun.
I thought you said he was Indian.
No,
He was an Indian. He was a Cleveland Indian. I got.
he was a Cleveland. Yes, he was.
I thought
He
you were
wasn't
like.
formerly.
I thought you were like showing love, like he was. He was.
No.
Shout out to Coco.
I mean, they don't use that term anymore. But at the time, they were the Indians, not the Guardians. Who are they guarding? They should guard the Indians. Records in history, 200.
Please tell people you're allowed to say that so that.
Joke. Yeah, I'm Indian. I don't know which
You
Indian
said
I was.
records in history.
No, I'm not that type of Indian.
Who cares?
Yeah, no, I did say
Okay,
that. Yes.
records in history. This fucking baseball. This rookie baseball player had the rookie home run record at 49 before it was broken by Aaron Judge in 2017.
Rookie record.
See, this is why if I watch baseball, I probably know.
Oh, really?
You probably know this.
Huh?
You probably. I'm saying you probably know.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that I will get this.
This rookie baseball player had the rookie home run record.
It wasn't
49.
Stanton. Stanton didn't have a great rookie year. Cabrera, no. Manny, no.
So it had to be before 17.
Bonds, no. Yeah. I mean, it's rare just to see 50 bombs in general, but a rookie doing it is weird. Fuck me. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't.
What you got?
This could go terribly.
Who were some nice rookies?
This could go terribly. I'm going to say Brady Anderson. I don't think that's right. I know he had 49 one year, but.
Mark McGwire.
Oh, fuck me. Mark at 49 as a rookie wasn't even on the juice yet.
You want to teach me some Mark McGwire? What's up with him?
Steroid guy. He hit the most home runs in a season. He hit 70, and then Barry Bonds beat it and hit 73. He was the dude. It was him, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, Jose Canseco, juiced up, hitting bombs.
Okay. I'm going to go nicknames for 200. I have no clue. Well, of course you fucking know it. The Wizard of Oz. So bro had to be like a wizard. And it's a 200, so it's got to be somebody known. But I would never know. So, hey, shout out to like Cal Ripken. He's a guy. But yeah.
Close?
Yeah, I was about to say I wasn't gonna think of some guy with Ozzy in his name. That wasn't happening.
Ozzy, hey, you were close. Ozzy Smith, shortstop, best ever. One of the best.
Yeah.
You were close with Cal.
Shout out to bro.
Shout out to the brother. How are you winning?
Cause I got 2 300s right, and then I just got that one wrong.
Oh, I just got one wrong. I'm stupid.
Yeah, stop hating.
I wasn't hating. I'm just being
Hating, bro.
stupid.
Stop hating.
I'm being
I know
stupid.
you wanna be up. We'll get this next one right, and you'll be up.
Hickards and Restory for 300, please.
MLB pitcher Cap Anson holds the record for the longest MLB career with this oldest pitcher.
This other pitcher.
Oh, god damn, I can't read tonight. Holy shit, with this other pitcher. Who shares it? There we go. Holds. Yes. Okay.
It could be Ty Cobb. No, not Ty Cobb. Cy Young. Or it could be Randy John. Oh, Nolan Ryan. It could be. He pitched for a long time. It could be. Fuck. What the hell's his name? Jamie Moyer. It could be. Fuck. Who is it? I know Randy played for a long time. I don't think he played for longer than Nolan. Jamie Moyer played for way too fucking long. If it's Jamie Moyer, I'm gonna fucking punch my computer, but I'll say Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan. All right.
Most strikeouts ever. Do you know how many strikeouts he has?
300.
5,714.
Shout out to bro. Fun facts. Let's see what's up with the fun facts. In 1943, this piece of football equipment was added to the NFL. Well, I'm gonna go with the helmet. Don't really know what else. I mean,
Yeah. I hope it's not a football.
okay. What is the
Okay,
helmet?
good.
Nice. Glad I could pull the 1943 one out. Because I mean, what
Yep.
else what else would be important? Fucking shoulder pads. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
What shoulder pads
I don't think they had shoulder. They just had like feathers or whatever.
they were definitely rocking like some type of padding.
Yeah. Apparently LSU has the best shoulder pads of all time.
They say that, but like it's like no, it's like whoever design and makes the shoulder pads for LSU has the best shoulder pads.
Yeah, like they fit
LSU
them.
happens to give them to their players. Anyways,
yeah.
Which one to go?
Well, it's just weird to see NFL players with like purple and gold under their thing. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Player nicknames 3.
Player nicknames 300. Former NBA player, the Great Wall.
It would be Yao Ming because we're racist.
Yeah.
Well, he was from China, so.
Yeah.
Kind of counts.
That was his name. Okay. Let's go player nicknames for 100.
Mm-hmm.
The Truth. And Poker Legend.
Poker Legend.
Shout out to Paul Pierce.
That's funny as fuck.
But yeah, no, I didn't
Poker
realize,
Legend.
I didn't realize
dude.
he was a poker legend, dude.
I had no idea.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Double P. Okay.
Double P. Give me cities for 4, please.
Cities for 400. There are 3 sports cities that start with the letter O, and all of them have exactly one sports team. Name these 3 cities.
Oklahoma City. Just the Thunder. Oregon doesn't have a team. I don't know why I said that. Does Oregon have a team of any sort? No. Does Ottawa count? Ottawa Senators? That's hockey. I'm going to see if I can find any that aren't hockey related, but yeah, Ottawa.
Yeah, you can guess that.
Orlando. Just the Magic. I'm going to try to find another, but those might be it.
Why is my shit keep going off?
Huh?
Nothing. My alarm, my shit keeps going off. But yeah, what you got? So you got OKC,
Orlando, and Ottawa.
and Ottawa. Are those the three?
Oakland. They have the Athletics. They only have one team.
What are you punching in?
Can I just say all four?
Sure.
Well, I mean,
Oakland,
kick Ottawa out.
OKC, and Orlando.
Yeah, Ottawa's, yeah.
Okay. See, I'm worried. I'm gonna pull one of these 400, and it's gonna be a fucking baseball question.
It's weird when we take out that middle row and it's just fours and
It's gonna
fives.
be a baseball question.
You could get one of those, brother.
I'm gonna go team names and colors 400. This is the newest team name in all of sports.
Ooh. Oh.
I mean, nothing's. Well, in all of sports, that's not really fair because, I mean, fucking.
I'm going to give you. I mean, we just talked about it now.
Well, that's the thing, though. Did Cleveland happen after Washington, and did Cleveland happen after? Oh, God, my fault for the listeners. But that's the thing, and there was one other change. Who's the other change? Fuck. It was Commanders, Guardians, and then, or no, there wasn't another change.
Yeah, I don't.
This is the newest team name in all of sports. Okay, so what I think, this is gonna fuck me. What I think happened was they changed to the football team, and then they changed to the Indians, and then they changed to the Guardians, and then they changed to the Commanders.
I also believe that. I think I mean I looked it up recently, but I think the Guardians were 21.
So were the Commanders.
Well, we were the football team in 21, no?
I thought y'all were in 2020. It's one of them, bro. This is what are we doing here?
I think it's
okay. Yeah, but because it went because they did change their name first.
We were the football team for 2 years.
Yes, so y'all changed your name first, but
yes, we got rid of our old name
y'all
first.
have the newest name.
Yes. Records in history 100.
All that for 100 points.
Yeah, I know.
This NFL coach was famously part of the NFL, or the NFL. Jesus Christ, the New York Jets organization for one day before resigning from the organization. Yeah, it was Bill Belichick. Okay. Fun facts for 200.
Reginald Pufta. I know how many dimples are in a golf ball,
but in a baseball?
I'm not sure I know how many stitches are in a fucking baseball.
This is for 200 points. What is the number of
stitches? It's the thing is, it's like it's one of those things that you kind of just know or you don't.
Just know. Or how about no? Fuck that.
I mean, I don't know. I'm in between a bunch of numbers.
72. 108. Get the fuck off my dick.
I thought it was different, but
that's not even a thing.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
All right. I'll take it.
Records for 4.
This NBA player is the shortest player of all time at 5'3".
Muggsy Bogues.
Bro, like that's a 4 question, and mine was stitches for 2. Okay.
Now, if you said 109, you would have been wrong, but 108.
Okay.
I get Muggsy.
Okay.
Oh, Muggsy. Muggsy boobs.
Ridiculous. Team names and colors for 5. There are 5 sports teams that have at least one teal jersey. Name them.
Teal?
What are we doing here? Because what's teal? Because if we're doing that,
All right, you can pull up what teal is,
no,
but I think
fuck
I
that.
think we
Because
kind of know what
I
teal
mean,
means.
Memphis has a teal uniform that
Yeah,
have at least one teal jersey. What is
yeah.
teal?
What is teal?
What is considered teal? Because I'm gonna say a bunch of teams that have baby blue uniforms, but teal,
Yeah.
like, what is considered teal? You know, like I have zero clue what to even consider.
Let me pull up those 5.
I could give you plenty of teams that have. You said let you pull up the 5.
Yeah, just to give you an idea of what
Shit, there might be more than
teal is.
5.
Huh?
There might be more than 5.
Yeah, that's possible.
Um,
Um,
can you give me? I mean, can I have the sports?
what is happening?
Can I have like something like? Because that's the thing. Like, what's like? Okay, are like okay the Rays like are they teal? Do they have a teal jersey? Like, would that be considered teal? Detroit like is so Detroit the Pistons like they have a teal jersey. So like there you go, teal and the Rays. I guess those would be two teams that have teal jerseys, right? Like that's
Yeah,
considered teal.
teal for them is more of like the greenish coastal Carolina, that type of teal.
The Rays and Pistons don't both have jerseys don't have teal jerseys. The Jaguars don't have teal jerseys. I feel like all three of those teams have teal
The
jerseys.
Rays?
Yeah.
It's more like a darker blue now.
I be seeing motherfuckers down here. It says at least one jersey. So what are we doing? Like, are we talking fucking jerseys they might bust out for a throwback? Jerseys they never wear? Like, what is this?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe the Rays. I mean, there is another baseball team in there.
This is getting out of hand.
A
So
Western baseball team.
to me, I would say Jags. And I would also say the Pistons have fucking teal jerseys. Well, I don't know how else to describe them, but calling them teal.
Well, there are other basketball teams.
Thought I saw some teal Rays uniforms, but maybe not. You said there's other basketball. Um,
Think
but like I said, like Memphis has like
this
baby.
is confusing.
Memphis has like baby blue, but is it teal? I don't know. Like the Vancouver ones, like aren't the Vancouvers kind of teal?
Mm-hmm.
And they wear those.
Mm-hmm.
What if I named 4 teams?
There's another basketball team.
God damn! How many teal teams do I have to name? So, and
There's
what
one more.
and what counts? Like I don't even know what fucking counts. Like
Honestly,
I can't
name the 5 and I'll give it to you because this is the dumbest question
I
I've ever heard.
can't wait to see this list. But okay, so I have Pistons. Them fucking Vancouver ones are teal. I don't care what anybody says. Uh, if people want to debate on whatever fucking colors I've seen the Rays pop out in down here, lick my ass. Jags, 100% have teal uniforms. And then fucking
There's a baseball team and a basketball team that stand out.
a basketball team that stands out with teal.
Mm.
Fucking A, man. Okay. Um. All right. If I think of any teams that have even like a slight of like blue, like Houston has baby blue uniforms. They'll bust out like a baby blue.
I mean, it's a main color for this team.
Okay. Well, you're kind of helping me at this point, but oh my god, teal main color. See, but it's teal? It's really teal.
Mm.
It's like true teal. This
Basically, yeah.
ain't no. Oh, this might be some baby blue or whatever the fuck. Clippers don't use teal. They use like regular fucking blue. Golden State, no. Sacramento, or do they bust out baby blues? Sacramento wears a blue, but I think they bust out baby blues. And they're not. That's not a main color for them. Obviously, Golden State, no. Because that ain't no teal. Lakers, Clippers, okay. Suns, they don't got no. Portland, no. Minnesota, don't think they. I think they were on like a dark blue, or.
Yep.
But they see. What are we doing though? Because they have those things where they have the teal stripes over the dark blue.
Yeah.
So that's a fucking teal. Like, what are we talking? Like, what? What are we doing?
Michael Jordan.
How? So I don't know what counts as a teal. I really don't. Because I thought Minnesota wore dark blue with a teal stripe over the numbers. I thought that's what they did.
I think so.
But I don't know. I want to see what they say. The Mariners, the Jags,
Charlotte.
the Eagles.
Eagles don't count.
The Eagles.
But yeah, I was trying to get you to Charlotte.
The Eagles?
The Eagles are teal. The Eagles are green.
I don't know, bro. This is what are we doing here?
The Dolphins are teal.
What are we doing with this? I feel like I named other teams that have jerseys that are teal.
Yes.
So this, I don't know. This could be the most controversial 5, but fuck it. For the.
I mean, if the Eagles are teal, then the Rays are teal.
See, that's the thing. If the Eagles are teal, give me the Rays. Give me the goddamn Pistons. Look up those Piston teal jerseys. You know exactly which ones I'm thinking of or talking about. They got teal.
The throwbacks.
Whatever.
Give
me. Question.
They're all stupid. This game is gay. I can't say that. No.
Whatever.
Team names and colors. 4.
Atlanta, Toronto, and one other city have at least 2 team names that are birds. Dude, stop thinking.
Baltimore and Baltimore.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck are you?
What? Well, no, I was trying to think of what Toronto's other bird was. It's Blue Jays and.
Do they have an NHL? What's their? Oh, they're like the Maple Leaves, aren't they?
It's a leaf. Is a raptor a bird?
Are they considering a raptor a bird?
Are they considering a dinosaur a bird?
Are dinosaurs birds?
Fuck dinosaurs.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Okay. I don't like cities at all. Players and his record and history 500. As of right now, this current list of all-time championships starts with the Yankees at 27, Celtics and Lakers at 17, Cardinals at 11, then the Red Sox and Athletics at 9. It was the only sports franchise with 8. 8. No NFL. So this is either going to be NBA or MLB. And it's probably going to be baseball because in 8 championships, like when you think about 8, I mean, who? I can't. It's either like to me like a lot or like 2 for NBA.
Chicago has 6.
Yeah, I would say like, that's the thing. Like, or like Chicago has their 6.
Yeah.
And then obviously you got the Celtics and the Lakers who have all theirs. Miami don't have 8. But you know that's the thing. Miami have a few. Then that's it. So it's probably gonna be baseball. Yeah, it sucks. Man, I don't know. I don't even know who could have 8 championships. In baseball. So let's go with like who they say. They said the Athletics at 9 and the Red Sox at 9, the Cardinals at 11, Yankees at 27. Dude,
Yeah, they won a bunch before Jackie Robinson.
Shit. Give me the fucking Padres. I don't know. San Francisco Giants.
Padres never won one.
But I don't fucking know.
I didn't think the Giants had 8.
Yeah, I don't.
Honestly,
I'm not.
it's a lot.
You think I was gonna think of the Giants twice?
No.
I told you I could think of them because of their name, and it's the NFL.
The name and the other name.
Mm-hmm.
So give me player nicknames for 4, please.
Legatron.
Am I stupid?
Current NFL player Legatron.
Current.
Teal's such a stupid fucking color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Legatron. What you got? We should be banned off this website forever.
That didn't happen.
Who's Legatron?
I know who Greg the Leg is. Is that the same thing?
I honestly have no clue who Legatron is.
Okay, good. Because I feel like an idiot.
I mean, because to me that would I don't know. I'm thinking the best kickers, but I feel like any good kicker would be called this.
No one's ever called Justin Tucker Legathon.
But
Legatron.
see, that's the thing. He definitely doesn't go by that. But has anybody called him that? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck. Trying to think of who else would be Harrison Butker. My best guess is Greg the Leg Zerline.
It is Greg Zerline.
Okay.
Okay, so that makes sense. Greg. Okay.
I guess they call him Legatron, but it doesn't.
I mean, if
because
anything, I hear Greg the Leg.
Greg the Leg, and then off of that,
Sure.
whatever.
Yes.
He's also really not that good anymore.
I'm gonna go with I guess cities for 500. Name all 7 sports cities located in the states of New York and Wisconsin.
What a weird group. That sounds nice.
Name all 7 sports cities located in the states of New York and Wisconsin. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sports cities?
Sports cities. So are they just saying, okay, so Brooklyn Nets, Buffalo Bills, New York Jets and Giants. So that's the same.
Knicks.
But that's all in the same.
Yeah.
That's all. It's all just New York.
Mets, Yankees.
Yeah, fucking A. Green Bay. Wisconsin. There's gotta be somebody else out there in Wisconsin. Name all 7 sports cities located in the state of New York and Wisconsin. So Green Bay, we'll come back to Wisconsin. Brooklyn, New York, Buffalo. That's all the fucking sports. Who do the Flyers? Where do the Flyers play out of?
Philly.
Not the Flyers. There's a. Who's the hockey team in New York? Why do I feel like they play out of a different city?
No, there's 2 in New York. And they're called New York, I think.
So there's nothing out of Long Island.
I still don't. These questions are very confusing.
Yeah, I'm also getting fucked by these questions. But no.
They're just confusing.
So Long Island doesn't have a hockey team. Is that something that's just made up in my head? Maybe that is.
I mean,
I guess maybe that's something I made up in my. There's gonna be somebody else in Wisconsin.
yeah, they're called the New York Islanders.
Okay, Islanders. That's what I was thinking. But they're
And
just
then
the
the
New
New York
York
Rangers.
Islanders, New York Rangers. I don't think they're.
But is it where the team is based or where their team name
So
is?
that's the thing. Like, there's New Jersey, which has teams. You know, they play out of New Jersey.
Yeah, MetLife is in East Rutherford.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Milwaukee. But besides Milwaukee, what? Brooklyn, New York. We already went over these, but Green Bay,
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Yeah, I don't. The Bronx and Queens.
I mean, there's the Knicks. No, the Mets play in Queens. The Yankees play in the Bronx, but that has
Okay, so
nothing
we
to do
named.
with
But what? So what? Okay.
no. You named them all.
Yeah.
The Bronx, Queens, and Brooklyn are boroughs of New York City. They're not separate.
Yeah. So
Brooklyn is the only
they
team that
just
distinguishes that.
they just threw out their.
They're the same city. It's a different fucking borough.
Okay. Okay.
Um, Fun facts, 100.
Fun facts for 100. Before a baseball that bounced over the wall was considered a home run, this is what it's called now.
Ground rule double. Was it really a bounce over the wall was a home run? That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I feel like back then they're like, wow, I can't believe he made it do that.
They're like, he landed over the wall. But they didn't hit a lot of home runs back in the day. I'll have to look up when the ground rule double became a thing. That's weird.
Fun facts for 500. Broadcaster Chick Hearn used this nickname in 1972 for a famous basketball play, and the play for the name is still used today. Name the play. Oh, okay. So this is like probably something that like is super normal now, but it happened. And a play or like a thing?
Just a play.
Like a dunk?
Maybe a dunk.
That's the first. I mean, because I'm thinking. Well, because when I'm thinking, this broadcaster was like, wow, like with a, like I immediately went with like my brain. I swear, like was like with a slam dunk.
Slam McDunkey.
Or it went like, or honestly, my brain went bang. But that's a whole different.
That's a different guy.
That's a whole different story for another day.
Mike Breen.
I mean, I don't think motherfuckers were picking and rolling back then. If they were, they weren't saying it. I don't think. I don't feel like they were. And this is just stupid.
Yeah, I don't
Famous
know.
basketball play. I mean, I feel like it's a dunk. Like, I feel like motherfuckers started jumping and they were like, okay. Like, it was probably a lot of layups. Like, a layup was a thing, obviously. Like, hey, with the layup.
Well, that's really all they had for a little while.
I'm just going to say a dunk.
Look at the way he lays it into the basket.
Say a dunk. Okay, a slam dunk.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was the pick and roll the whole time.
A slam dunk.
That works.
See, I don't think pick and rolls.
It really wasn't.
I don't know if they in the seven. Can we find out when were pick and rolls? When did pick and rolls become popular? The 1990s, 1997.
Says it was invented in the 20s.
Okay,
the fuck does that even mean?
It says all right. Stockton and Malone is who they cut up in the 90s with it. All right, yeah, okay. It's a steep battle, but you pretty much got this, yeah. Unless you fuck up on one of those. fun facts. I mean, I feel like I had a harder 200 than the 500 for fun facts, but that's just, me being a bitch. So it's cool.
Yes. Cities 100.
I was about to say, you do have that easy cities for 100. The Grizzlies, Thunder, Magic, Trailblazers, Jazz, Spurs, and one other NBA team do not share a city with an MLB or NFL franchise.
Thunder Magic. Toronto does. Grizzlies, Thunder, Magic.
Bro, every time I think of one, I go back at the list and it's already there.
I know.
Ooh. Yeah, you kind of got a tricky one for 100.
I mean,
and technically, what's the counts as?
yeah, like do the Panthers play in
I
Charlotte?
was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I'll keep that one.
Charlotte, but I think it's.
I'll keep that one away for a second. Because, I mean, Carolina, they do play in Charlotte, but it's like, they're not called Charlotte.
Huh. Oh.
Phoenix
Oh,
as
no,
well.
I have no clue.
I mean, Phoenix, they don't necessarily, I mean, MLB and NFL are Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona, though. Right?
Yeah, I think it's all in the same area. But
Cardinals. I know the Cardinals play in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah,
it's
the only real city in that godforsaken shithole of a state. Sorry, Jesus.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
That was rude.
Shitting on Arizona there. It's crazy.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Not much.
How the fuck did I think of Kentucky?
Man. You're fucked, aren't you?
What the fuck is this? What a fucking freak ass fucking thing this is.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, this is weird. I might know. But I might be, yeah, I might be, no. I don't know. Do you want to guess Carolina? I mean, I don't really know what. I don't know. Yeah.
This is a hard ass one for 100. I'm not gonna lie.
This is weird.
Like, this is a hard 100 question.
NBA teams. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, I think all I got is old Charlotte.
Just let me know.
Give me Charlotte Hornets.
Sacramento.
Oh, that's a great get. I didn't get it.
Wow.
I forgot about this sack. Wow. I hate the Kings.
Wow. Okay, Sacramento. That's interesting. No. That I don't like that at all. I'm leaving that for you. Fun facts for 400. In 1901, this aspect of basketball was introduced to the NBA. Dribbling, right?
I don't know. I was gonna say black people.
Let's fucking go.
There
dribbling.
We go.
Fucking dribbling. This is for the game. This is
what they call it when I eat. Yeah, give me a nickname for the game.
This is for the game.
I got
Former
nicknames.
NFL player Muscle Hamster.
What the fuck is this? You're telling me I get Muscle Hamster for the fucking L? Get the fuck out of here.
Look, I'm
I'll
not gonna
turn
say
this
this
game
was
off.
a sloppy ass win. We couldn't figure out what teal was, and Milwaukee's in Wisconsin. But you know, who's Muscle Hamster? Former NFL player. There's your hint. He is not in the
Yes.
NFL anymore.
Oh.
So like way more players to think of.
He sounds like a running back.
Who's like little and strong. Damn, I almost started just saying names trying to help you. Jesus Christ.
I got names in the head.
Start spitting them.
Thought of MJD. But he was MJD.
Are you sure it's true? It's not.
There was Reg.
E. Bush.
Mm.
E. Bush.
E. Bush. Did they make electronic bushes?
For the losers at home, get yourself the brand new E. Bush.
E. Bush. That simulates a real Puerto Rican bush.
What is wrong with you?
What? You fucking said it. What are you talking about?
You had to give it a nationality and shit.
I should have given it the Turkish one. They're
stop. Just stop it.
All right.
You're making this loss worse than it needs to be.
Till I get it right.
Calling out countries.
Give me Darren Sproles.
Darren Sproles. I'm sorry. Are you sure you want to go with Darren Sproles?
Give it to me. I don't know, you motherfucker.
Doug Martin.
Dude, that's so stupid.
Doug Martin.
No one likes Doug Martin.
This might have been, our best scoring game ever. 2,100 to 2,000.
Terrible.
I'll take it though. I'll take it. Shout out to the color teal. Because what is teal? A mix of a couple colors, I feel like. But yeah, I guess I'll take the 100-point dub. But
take it or leave it. You're never gonna get it again.
Probably not. I did get lucky the last 2 weeks. I'm not gonna lie. But sports Jeopardy. An 18 NFL game regular season. An 18 game regular season is coming. Noah Lyles is an idiot. Paul George is going to send the Clippers to Vegas. Skip Bayless is leaving FS1. Tua and Jordan Love are some rich motherfuckers. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
I mean, it's a damn shame that Noah Lyles does things. But yeah, that came from a real area of salt. That was a fully salty area.
From you or from him?
From him.
Oh,
no, I'm not salty.
Okay,
I'm just yelling at a sprinter who's way faster than me.
No, yeah, no. I was gonna tell you, like, motherfucker, I don't back down. Fuck him.
No, I don't give a shit. I know that I got nothing on this motherfucker, but I don't give a fuck. I'll talk shit.
It's like,
hey, I don't paint my nails, that's for sure. I don't know why I wouldn't. I was just pulling up Noah Lyles' net worth because, yeah, he's apparently a world champion. So
what's the net worth looking like?
Like 7. So
what's LeBron's?
LeBron's a billionaire.
I was gonna say, what's LeBron's? I was trying to.
LeBron just hit a billy.
Fuck, I was trying to remember.
My net worth is borderline 7 cents. So
yeah, it's crazy.
I'm not close to either of you guys, athletically or monetarily, but
you're
closer. We're pretty close in terms of LeBron James distance.
We're closer to Noah Lyles financially and athletically than LeBron. I'll tell
LeBron
you
is. We are closer to Noah Lyles than Noah Lyles is to LeBron.
Oh, 10,000%.
By a lot.
10,000%.
So if we're talking money, then we're all closer to Noah Lyles.
Yeah.
If we're talking athleticism, I think we're still a little bit
Dude,
closer
let
than the
me
Lyles.
pick 10 different things. I feel like 50% I beat him in.
He's got you on some other things.
Yeah, I get the pick, obviously.
I'm not going to say what those things are,
I,
but if
I
he picked,
I get the pick.
yeah, you know,
I get the pick. We ain't running. I'll tell you that.
I know running will not be involved.
We're not running one time. Not one out of those 10 times will we be running. We won't be
There will be
running.
some chugging.
Maybe. I don't think it's gonna be any chugging. There could be like an eating contest though. I could do that, but I don't eat like that. I don't know. He's like a track guy, so maybe do tracks. I don't know if they eat. Couple things, if especially what we're considering a sport or something
Yeah.
athletic. I mean, yeah, no.
He also doesn't play a sport.
He runs. Track is
It's
a
not a sport.
sport. I mean, I think anything competitive is a sport. If you just go on a jog, that's not a sport. If you
No.
competitively run, it's a sport.
But it's what I mean is it's not a game.
No, he definitely does not participate in a game. 100% does not do that. And yeah, no.
It's like run to there.
Yeah. Run as fast as you can over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess shout out to the Olympics.
They should do that in the Olympics, like the what they do with Mahomes ghost every year in the 40.
Yeah.
They should put how far ahead Usain Bolt is in Noah Lyles every year.
They definitely need to introduce some type of hologram.
I'm surprised we haven't seen that, but they do it with Rich Eisen and Tom Brady and
Rich
everybody.
Eisen just getting smoked by
Just getting smoked by Vita Vea or whoever the fuck. Just running a fucking 6'8" in slacks.
Oh man. All right. Well, with all that being said, we will be back on Tuesday to talk more NBA, NFL, maybe some players get overly paid, maybe some make or breaks. Who knows? Some more Jeopardy. But we do have brand new episodes every Saturday and Tuesday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.